What is going on, everybody? Anthony here. 6 Mafia. We are at Tales of the Dark Side 98. 2 more to 100. That's 4. So 2 more to 100, guys. Happy Saturday night, man. Gonna have a good show. We got a few people coming in, as you guys know. We'll start up solo for a little bit. Say what's up to everybody before we have everybody come in the show, man. We'll say hello to everybody. We'll take this opportunity here, of course. Say hello to you all this evening, my friends. We have Dustin O'Neill. What is good, my man? Can't wait. Good. Hello, Mafia. Can't wait, man. So my brain's like whoosh today. CT in the house. What is up, dude? Shazam. Hell yeah, man. Boba Fett, what is up, dude? What is good, my brother? What else? We got Charlie the Unicorn also in the house, man. What is up, brother? Valiant Archer. What is up? Queso Blanco, man. Hey, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a bit, man. Hope all is well, my friend. Bob Dylan, of course, in the house. What is up, my friend? Always a pleasure to have Bob here. Evangelion, what is good as well? Louis Labitz, what is up, man? Dude, Metallica is here last night and tonight, dude. 2-night show. I did not go. Maybe next time. Seen him. I seen him in 91 and some other stuff. But anyway, collectible chats. Also, what's up, dude? What's cracking, everybody? Blessings to all out there. Let's go. Hit that like on the way in. Thank you, my friends. Force as well. Another fellow Trekkie converted. Oh, guys, man, we've been watching so much Star Trek in the Discord, man. You guys, and other things, but you know, I'll make Trekkies out of all of you eventually. Mike Favela, what is up, dude? It's the intro. He did the intro. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, man, I did the intro, my friend. Renz Talentino also in the house. What is good, brother? Oh man, you guys know Ren. If you don't know Renz, follow Renz, of course, man. Everybody knows Renz. Talented guy, man. Ash Chase also in the house. What is up? Plastic Crack Eds, what is up? Ash, hope you're doing well. Down Under, Justin McFly, my brother, also, man, what is good, dude, in the house. Rob Passamore as well. S Beam, as well as who else do we got in here? Gaz 16 Enthusiast, what is good? Thank you all for coming through. Yes, Charlie the Unicorn, Battlestar Galactica 4K counts as nostalgia. It's 20-year anniversary, so it fits. Luminar also in the house. Hello, how are you, Lumi? I hope you're having a great Saturday night. 6 Mafia, of course, has to chime in and say Battlestar Galactica is life. You know, that's how we roll here, man. If I missed anybody, my apologies, guys. We're just kind of getting through, man. Amir also in the house. What's up, my man? What is up, dude? Who else do we have in here who's pouring in, man? Aaron Collects, what is good? Thank you, my friend, for also coming through this evening. Electric Collector, the best intro ever again. Thank you, my man. I do appreciate it. Chris Elliott, intro is awesome. What is good? My man Clinton Martin also in the house. What is up? Anybody I am missing, my apologies. Oilers, of course. What is up, my man? Banana. Interesting. Blitz also in the house. Damn, a lot of new faces in here tonight. Yeah, man. A lot of people coming in. You guys are first time, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. We do this every Saturday night. We're just gonna shoot the shit, man. We're gonna talk about I guess some of the hot toys, man. Yeah, everyone get your margaritas. Pour out a little for Jimmy. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, my man. Rest in peace, dude. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. I really say what is going on. Hey, everyone, what is up as well? Collectible chats, my man. Thank you, my man. Of course, becoming a channel member or renewing it. I really have to check, man, but appreciate it, man. Appreciate all you guys, man. Couldn't do this without you. Philip the Fool. Also, what's up, my man? What is good? Man, did I miss anybody? Master Mway. Hey, what's up? Long time, man. How you doing, brother? How are you doing, man? Hey, dude, thanks, man. Yeah, man, Ripley. I mean, dude, come on. Gotta have Ripley. Gotta rock Ripley, dude. Blurred Dad also in the house. Resistance is futile. You're right, bro. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Blackbird Tech, what's up, my man? Hope you're doing well this evening as well. Japal as well. What is up? And we got Dinesh, man. We got a lot of people coming in here, man. Rockamon, Chris, Rathacon Chris, what I like to call him. You know my feelings on One Piece. They need to fix the hat. Too iconic to just be plastic sculpt. I don't know. I don't watch any of this stuff, dude. So I can't really talk about it. We'll bring it up a little bit. You know, we'll you know, briefly discuss it, and kind of go from there. I got my man all the way. What is up? You're here.
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys?
Far away land.
Far away. Yes, it is. I mean, it's overseas within you guys, right? With this.
Well, it's overseas between both of us, right?
If it's not US, it's overseas, right? That's what I hear.
If it's not US, it's overseas.
Exactly. Exactly.
How you doing,
How are you
my man?
guys? How are you, Anthony?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Figured, hey, what the hell? Why don't you come back? Hang out with us. We talk all the time in the Discord, guys. If you haven't, come check us out in there.
I
Speaking
appreciate it. Yes.
Speaking of, some friends in the Discord, my man, I'm bringing him in. Late bloomer, dude. What is up, my man? How you doing? You good? Got your mics working? You can hear us? Uh-oh. He may have some difficulties. All right. Check your settings, and you can see like your output to your microphone and whatnot, and see if that's working. While he's doing that, how you doing, Christian? It's morning for you, isn't it?
It is morning. Evening to you guys, of course. Morning.
It is evening here.
Dude, yesterday's LW was insane. It was like a 5-hour stream. Like I still haven't recovered.
Yeah, you went like 5 hours over there.
Jesus Christ! I mean, it was awesome though. It was awesome. It felt like I just went through a boot camp. I was like, shit, I got that over with. Like, okay, I got 5 hours done. Now I am ready for anything.
Oh, well, it was a long stream. Stream. How we doing? Nope.
Still not
Shit,
yet.
man, Late Bloomer's having an issue. I should have checked prior. It's got to be the settings in here, like the output. You got to check your audio output to make sure it's your mic, and then your speaker input to the headset. There should be a setting like right at the bottom here. Yeah, man. Let's see. While he's checking that, 16 says 2 figures for One Piece in one day, but no figures for Andor. I know. I don't get it either.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, my bro. How you doing?
Perfect. Awesome. Doing good.
Welcome back, my friend.
Yes,
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's a Saturday night show. It's a little bit different here. We're more chill. No, it's always fun, man. It's always fun. I'm glad you got your stuff set up, man. Yeah, Jedi Chris Discord gang. Let's go.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. We got Brother Cousins gonna be coming in shortly as well, and Lael, 16 Skill Man. I'm sure you guys all know.
Yes.
So they should be here in a little bit, and then we'll riff on some releases and whatnots. But yeah, man. How are you guys doing? Late Bloomer, it's been a while since you've been over on the show, man. So
yeah, shout out to my man CT603. I'm surviving 2023 like the rest of everyone right now.
it is
right now I've slowed down on like making just like actual just purchases, and I'm playing a long game, pre-ordering, paying off stuff. So right now it's just been that process of, okay, when do I pay this off? Do I rotate to the next thing and start that payment? It's kind of like been in the minutia of details. It's not as fun. It's not the fun part of collecting, but it's really the management part of it. It's the curation part of it. It's the hard stuff, but we have to do it.
Dude, no, we absolutely have to. So it was 16 Shade, man, laughing about that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I had some weird guy get my door last night in like pretty much just in underwear ringing my doorbell. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know. I don't think you saw it. I put it in Discord. I had the camera record it. I was like, who the fuck is this guy at my door?
That was during the movie night?
Yeah, last night when we were watching Alien, and I was like, who the anyway. Jeez. Anyway, I digress. No, listen, they're absolutely right, man. I mean, that's kind of what we're at this point. I mean, one could argue it's always been that way, but like this year in particular has just been so overwhelming in comparison. I mean, even last year Hot Toys dropped about 90 something figures, but that's just Hot Toys, right?
Yeah.
This year it's like, well, we're already at like almost 80 figures, just hit September, and we've got all these other companies as well that we're all kind of into, and then all the vehicles started coming out, whether you get the Batmobiles, the DeLoreans, the Ecto-1s, the Bark Speeders, the ATRTs. I mean, it's no wonder, man. People are hurting everywhere, bro.
I'm praying for y'all. Really, it's prayers.
Yeah, it's exactly, dude. That's what I was thinking. It was some freaking tweaker man or something, man. Yeah, it was definitely creepy, dude. Miguel also in the house, my man, my brother.
Miguel
dude, in the house. What up, Ant? What up, panel? What's up, dude? I hope you're having a good Saturday night.
He hit me up on Instagram. He like found my page. He was like, I found you. I was like, found me? You have.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, that's funny, man. Phil Fool got caught on the cam. Yeah, you did, bro.
You silly.
Yeah, you did.
What up, twin?
Yeah, that shit is funny as hell. Tyler also knows what is good, my friend. Thank you as well for coming in. But yeah, guys, no, it's like a crazy year. It is a crazy year. Like I've had to pull back on some things. Like no doubt. I mean, I don't think any of us are really in that kind of position where we can just be like, all right, I'm getting every single thing. Like it is.
Nah.
Not at all.
It is brutal, man. It is like if you get one or two things coming in and you're like, all right, cool. But then next week you got one or two other things hit. And then another one or two, it was like, oh my God, man. You know what I mean? These pre-orders are just like converting quick. Like their turnaround time. And yeah, it's rough, man. How do you hold up with that?
For me, like I only do like Star Wars, and like for a while, this has been going on for I think like a month, and I was feeling a little bored because like I didn't feel like picking up anything because like it did kind of hit me. I was like, yeah. So that got me into like thinking about other stuff. I was like, oh, what about that statue from the other IP from Marvel, from DC, and it got me to looking into Prime 1 stuff, and now I'm looking at just vehicles in general, just big stuff. And like, yeah, you guys are not lying, dude. Like, we got so many good stuff this year. It's like, it may not be there forever. It just looks like we have so much options right now. The fact is, if we lose that chance, we will lose that chance. Like the ones that we really, really want, everyone feels the same. It's the same for everybody. So it's gonna go out someday. So yeah. It's like I feel a little FOMO with the big stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to go too hard because you just can't dabble with that. So,
yeah,
I was feeling kind of crazy going into like maybe I want to just spread out my wings and just go crazy. But then yesterday, I got my stuff straightened up because like I actually picked up a Hot Toys yesterday. I was just eating dinner. I wasn't doing much, just watching TV, and I was like, boop, alert, a listing. What is this? Oh yeah, mine. Done. I picked up the. I was actually tracking this guy for a while. It was a 2-pack actually. The Rogue One Jedi Patrol 2-pack.
Oh, 2-pack, yeah.
Yeah, it was a decent deal. So like I just took it, and then after that, it got me the feeling. All right. I am happy with staying within Star Wars. I'm gonna just stay here.
Dude, it's its own beast.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
I'm just stay
here.
Yeah.
I do respect every single person that has like a really laser focused, I guess approach to their curation design. It's just like I was telling you, Mafia, in previous conversations. I just love so much stuff. It's just hard for me to shut it off.
It's insane.
I love anime. I love Star Wars. I love Marvel. I even love the one-off movies.
Love Star Trek. I mean,
right? Like I love sci-fi in general, right? Like anything that is spacefaring, I think is always interesting. It's just how you present it is always the trick for some people. Some people don't like cowboy stuff, but if you present it in the right context, some people don't like Viking stuff, but you present it in the right context. But for me and my collection, I just love so much stuff. So I always want that to be representative of who I am. But always definitely a respect to those who can stay laser focused, because I can't do that.
Listen, I'll tell you what, man. You guys, those who know me know, man. I mean, for a long time, it was like Star Wars from the beginning to now. And I think I had probably every Star Wars release. Like, you guys know.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, Jesus, man, at that point, like when you think about how many years go by and then you're like, and you just still dabbled in everything like Lee Boomer's saying, right? Like, because I like other stuff too. So I'd have some MCU and I'd have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it was just like, yo, this is a lot, man. And it was like, for me, and the way my brain works, I was like, I'm either all in or almost nothing, almost, right? Because you feel that way. I don't know if there's like a completionist sense there or something, but you have to realize like you could still be a fan of anything and not even own anything of it. I mean, we have this conversation all the time. Myself, I mean, Leo comes to mind. We talk about Back to the Future. He loves Back to the Future, but doesn't need to collect it. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of situation where you're like, so for me, I was like, I'm gonna back up a bit, man. because if I only collect Star Wars, I'm only gonna collect Star Wars. Like I can't afford it. And then I had all these like other little various, you know, IPs that, you know, I was like, you know what, this is what I really care about.
Right.
You know, and that's why now, like, you know, over time, like the collection is so diverse. So it's like, I'm with you in the same, you know, respect that like people who laser focus in, dude, totally respect that. Cause that's a hardcore commitment, man. To like, just be like, I'm in this and that's it, you know, or with a little bit of dabbling here and there. But all these IPs are just super huge, dude. So
if you didn't buy at retail, Star Wars is much more expensive than collecting Marvel. If you didn't if you did not buy at retail.
Yeah, at least for now, yeah.
You like even factored in with Iron Man, you still have to take in consideration of like Leia, Dooku, Anakin, Han, Chewie. All of those are like within the 400 to almost 500 range. It could run you almost $2,000 upwards to get both of them in your collection in some places, in some areas. So it's tougher. That's always when I looked at it, I said, what is the forecast for me to actually have some fun last year? And the forecast was Marvel because it was everywhere. You guys, people were selling it. There was fire selling it off on Mercari and eBay. You know, Sideshow was doing their deals. I was accruing. I was amassing points. So it was easier to go that path of Marvel last year, and then wait. I wanted to wait and kind of revert and give myself some time for Star Wars. And over time, Ahsoka, Chrome Mando, Luke, right, Vader as well, Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, Scout Trooper. I was able to just come by those very smoothly and naturally throughout the process. And now I'm working. I've got my bucket head of what I call it, you know, my helmeted collection, and then I have my Jedi collection, Jedi Sith collection. So that's what I'm working on there when it comes to Star Wars, and it's come together very smoothly. But I had to really give myself the forecast. It's like I can't go for droids like that. I got to go for the heavy hitters. I can't go for every Jedi. I got to go for ones that like when I looked on screen, I was like, like I want to be like them, or I hate that guy. I want to destroy him. Like those people who made me feel emotions through the screen. Those are the people that I wanted to grab. So Yoda, of course, Rey to a certain extent, as much as, you know, everybody, we have our complaints about the sequel. I did want to, that's also part of my idea about the mosaic is obviously I have my Sith, I have my Jedi, and then I have my Mandalorians, but I also want to create that kind of story through Star Wars, through all of these characters, all of their stories and their backgrounds, to these poses, trying to just capture Star Wars and have that pop out on my shelf.
Yeah, well, and that's important. I mean, like exactly what you're saying is that, to your point, these fuckers in Discord making fun of me for saying that. Now I'm also yeah. Anyway, so but indeed to
your point,
man. No, I because I'm totally with you on that, man. It's like you need to. I lost my train of fucking thought on that, dude. Son of a bitch, man. They said they fucked me up, guys. What I was trying to say was because of that, when you're trying to get into all these different IPs, you realize like certain times, as you mentioned, like, for a while, like there's Marvel and this and that, because there's, and I'm not saying that's you specifically, but there's this kind of psychology to collecting as well, right? Because sometimes we like to ride these waves, right? If all of a sudden, you know, we're hit with like blockbuster after blockbuster, in our opinion, maybe not the you know, whatever you feel as a collector, but you're like, wow, that movie was great, or holy shit, I really like that season. And then it's like a back to back to back, and then all of a sudden, because you're collectors, you're like, damn, dude, I just want to get all this then, because I had such a good time watching whatever this was. And then before you know it, you have like a ton of stuff, and you're like, well, okay, maybe, you know, I made the point to that with that new Batman movie, you know, that came out, and I was like, wow, that looks cool, the Pattinson Batman. And it's not like I was discrediting anybody, but then I'm like, well, but how many people are like ready? Because oftentimes we'll do that. Like a figure will come out, we'll be like, wow, that movie was badass, I want to get this figure. Kind of riding a hype for a little bit, right? Then a year and a half goes by, maybe you've had some time to settle down, your collections may have changed, or clearly it's grown a bit more, maybe you know, finances are mixed around, and then you're like, well, all right, the movie was pretty cool, but now it's now the figure's out. Do I really need it? Do I really need to spend that $300-400? You know what I mean? That happens a lot. That happens a lot. I want to get your thoughts on this, but I'm being bombarded.
That's how I feel the same way about Yelena. I was like, oh man, I want that, and then like it got delayed, and then I was like, I don't want that.
Right. I got you there. I got you here. But before I continue, though, man, my alerts are going crazy right now. Something is happening.
Alerts.
Oh yeah,
something is happening here. Mike Clitoris has gifted a membership, dude, which is awesome. Thank you so much, my man, to Bob Dylan. So, thank you,
the
Mike,
Bob Father.
for that. Yes, man, the Bob Father. But somewhere, Bob has in return gifted 10 memberships, bro. My man, dude, Bob, dude. Shout out to both of you guys, man. Thank you guys so much.
His generosity is
unmatched.
It's unmatched. Yeah,
unmatched, my friend.
What a person.
Unmatched.
Thank you so much.
Who became new members? Force, my man, Justin McFly, Don Ranger Power, love that, man. Also gifted Ed R. Oilers got a membership. Mike Favela as well. Peyton 23, Tokenator, my man. Also, thank you to Bob JB as well. King Dingling, and that might have been it, unless I missed something. But I appreciate it very much, my friends. Very much appreciate it, man. Very much appreciate it. I will shout out to CT though, my man. He says it better than I do, man. Get out of the chats and Facebook groups. Join us in the Mafia's Discord. Live community from around the world. London, China, Korea, Australia, Scotland, Philippines, and every state in the union. Dude, facts, man. It is so fun. It is so fun in there. And yes, Toy Box, I said it. To your point, you guys fucked me up. Anyway, guys, if I miss some stuff in the chat, I will say 16 shape though. Arnold, my man, celebrating 17. 17 months.
17 months. What a brother.
That's a long
shout out to
time,
Hector,
my man. Okay, Bob says if you send me one nude, I shall send you 10 in return. Oh, hold on, guys.
Wait, hold up.
Let me pull up the camera real quick. Do something real quick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I'm a part of the No Pants crew. All right, Bob. Better live up to that. No, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. But yeah, dude, it's super fun. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Late Bloomer.
No, I think I was done with my point. It's really just being as focused as we can be in terms of the things that matter to us individually. There's been a lot of talk about, influence and, people getting on the mic and sharing their opinions. At the end of the day, no one is with you, sitting there with you on Sideshow, wherever site that you like to go, and pressing that button. Ultimately, you have the power to press that button. You have the power to curate your collection to the best of your ability. And those are to the things that you think best represent who you are as a collector or as a fan of pop culture in general. Everybody's going to see it differently. Everybody has a different taste. Everybody has different budgets. Everybody has different. You might have an apartment. They might have a house. This person has a condo. This person lives in literally a closet beneath the stairs like Harry Potter, and they only have one detolf they can fit in there. Whatever it may be, everybody has different ways and different, effects to how they're going about and how they're navigating this experience. So just do it the best way you know how, and get those heavy hitters, those things that mean the most to you. Because at the end of the day, we can't put these things in our coffins like Egyptians. We can, but you can't take them with you.
That's true.
I will, but
yeah,
Christian will. And I think it's probably
he's got
maybe
a mausoleum built, and then we're just gonna shove everything in with him.
Yeah, there might be a 5% or 10% in your chat tonight, Mafia, that might express those feelings. But we can't take these things with us. And a lot of reasons why we do these streams, a lot of reasons why we're in the Discord chat, is to connect with people like-minded like us, so we can share this experience with our brothers, with our sisters out there, because it means a lot to be able to have connectivity here. So buy what you love, have the discipline,
everything else
to just push everything else to the side, man. It's tough, but you can do it.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I think, and both of you guys started coming in not too long ago too, right? I mean, it's been
Right.
Not too
a couple
long.
years.
It's
Year or
a year and some change for me. Like I told you guys, that was July 26th was my like first Hot Toys purchase. So that's how I'm going about it in terms of my anniversary and things like that. So yeah.
And do you feel like when you first started, you kind of went kind of in the deep end, like pretty quick?
Yeah, things got pretty hot pretty quickly.
Yeah,
it went
usually
from
does. I mean,
one Spider-Man to an Iron Man to I gotta get Captain America. Oh wait, I need a Thor. Oh wait, I need a Black Widow. And it's like, oh well, I got Black Widow, now I need a Hawkeye. And then and how I know I want a figure is if I'm on my way to work and I'm like going through eBay before I like clock in, looking to see if I can get a deal, or if I'm at a I'm looking at a listing and I don't quite want to pay that price. I'm looking at what I can do. Can I, pay for 4? Can I split it? Can I put it on my credit card? Like that's how I know I want the damn thing. And that's how I know it's coming home. It's like if I'm obsessing over it like that, it's got to be in here. It's got to be a part of me. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. One of the things I always told myself too, man, is something very similar to that. Like when I notice I keep going back to something, that's when I'm like, oh shit. Well,
yeah,
because like we can look at anything, right? We get releases all the time. I mean, not even talking about going backwards. I'm just saying anything moving, forward. Something gets announced, whatever, you look at it, okay, whatever, and you move on or whatever. Because there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that you don't collect. But I noticed that myself. I mean, there's times where I will revisit, and then I'm like, I keep looking at this, man. Okay, something's up. So because it's hard sometimes to differentiate. You're like, am I getting this because I'm like kind of into the hype right now, or am I, whatever the case is. And then before you know it, you're like, okay, this is what I want if I keep looking at it clearly, dude. So but Blurred Dad, my man, also celebrating 17 months, dude. My man, dude, of membership, man. Appreciate it, dude. Says my man is dropping bars. Dude, he's referring to you, Late Bloomer. Thank you so much, my man.
You guys are so sweet. I've got a lot of just like feedback from my past 2 shows, the first one with you and then over with my man Collector Joey. And people are just giving me feedback, stop by or even follow my page. And just know that, anybody that reaches out, it means the world to me. I love you guys. I love this community with all the good and the bad. I appreciate all of the collectors out there that, are out there, trying to get through life like me, trying to get out their passions, trying to understand life as it is, and also just encapsulating the things that make us as individuals. So thank you guys so much.
Dude, well, of course. Well, thank you, man. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, you couldn't have said it better, bro. I mean, couldn't have said it better, man, because that's what it is. When it comes down to this difference, like you are all collecting, I'm collecting, everybody out here is collecting, and then when we can come together, it is something special, man. Good and bad, right? Some shit's funny, some shit's you roll your eyes at, other shit you're like, yo, I'm still glad that people are able to come together and kind of experience that all together, or whatever, the excitement or the Tony Stanks of the, we all experience it together, and that's what makes it, I think pretty damn cool, my man. Oilers though in the house says, I'm Jordan. It's been 6 months since my last Hot Toys purchase. Yeah, right. Yeah, it could be an addiction. Of course it can, dude. Of course.
Hi, Jordan. He's good.
Awesome.
He's smart.
That's funny, man. Your late bloomer has evolved into late sage.
My man. Love you, dude. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it's definitely fun, man.
It is a addiction, isn't it? Like, cause like that's why you gotta kind of keep yourself,
in check.
Kind of hold it there, just so that you don't go too crazy. I mean, like, you guys put it like perfectly, cause like even when I just came in, I think it was like 2 years ago or something, I never went in like that crazy. Like, yo, like that's the Grail, I'm gonna pay that price. No, I never went like that. The way how I always been there was like, if I see something and I just keep looking at it, I know that's the one I want. So I just kind of keep a list, and then I kind of wait and see. And this is the other thing. It may be advice or maybe may not be, but the way how I do it is I see a hype wave and I kind of see that wave go and then I just go the other direction. For instance, like maybe right now the in-art Gandalf is the new thing. In-art's the new thing. And kind of Star Wars, where last year was, the thing, now it kind of isn't. Maybe the second place or third place. Now I'm kind of looking backwards into Star Wars stuff. Like, all right, the hype has died down a little. What can I pick up and with a good deal? And I just keep a lookout. And that's what happened to me last night. So yeah.
Well, that's smart. I mean, that's a very smart way of going about it. And to be quite frank, not many people usually will have that foresight like that early on sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you can't. You can't.
You can't. You like Lane Bloomer was like sometimes, and I've done it. I think we've all done it. You just start all of a sudden you're kind of stockpiling a little bit, not really thinking about it. And you're like, well, hey, you know what? Listen, maybe everybody's kind of looking over here in this direction right now. Not many people are looking in this direction now, right? So, hey, if I can get a little bit of a deal now instead of trying to grab it when,
That's how I feel with Marvel. It doesn't feel like a rat race with Marvel. I can take my time. I know that, the Spider-Man figures that are upcoming, that's going to feel more like a rat race because people, those are on screen, silver screen Spider-Man. So, they're going to be very popular. But when coming up with all the other ones, like Captain America and Iron Man, like I had to pick it at my leisure. But the moment I decided to step in and try to get my Star Wars figures, it started to be like, oh, well, I need to pay attention to when that pre-order. So let me make sure I pre-order that so I don't lose, a chance at getting that figure from this place that will cover me and, give me good customer service. Like, those are the things with Star Wars that gives me a little collector's anxiety. It's like, I need to pull the trigger. If I want this, I got to pull it because somebody's going to grab this. Somebody's going to see this and they're going to take it. And I've been around just enough to see that happen to myself. eBay, Mercari, VSTs be damned. I will lose out if I just drag my feet with Star Wars. So with Star Wars, there's so much passion right now that's still flowing into that fan base that when it comes to collecting, it is very much more competitive. I would say it's more competitive than Marvel right now. Marvel seems to have already blown their load, quote unquote. So, it's kind of like they're sussing out different things from the shows. But right now with Star Wars, people want the Return of the Jedi. There's things out there that people still
want. You want to talk about Return of the Jedi? All right, I'm upset. I know someone else in here is upset. Brother
Cousins.
What's up, family? What's up? Lay Bloomer, what's up with you, brother?
What's good, my guy, man. Finally.
We are together. Yes, we are together on our panel. Yes. Also, man, love that damn Carnage you got up there. Damn,
thank you. Good. Thank you. It's a sneaky top 5 of the year for me. I know somebody gonna say some damn Star Wars. I know it's probably gonna be Star Wars.
Yeah,
but that's a hell of a toy, man. I don't give a damn.
The top 5 for you is all that matters, bro.
For real.
That's all that matters, right?
True.
Brother Christian, what's up with you, bro?
My brother, nice to see you again, brother.
Likewise, man. Y'all had me dying last night on LWO, man. When did it end?
It was like a 3-hour performance.
It was a 5-hour stream, bro. I didn't
think, Jesus,
dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. I tuned in a little. I zipped out. I was messing around this morning doing some work. I went back to go look. I saw the thumbnail. It said 5 hours, 0 minutes, 0. I was like, what the? These guys went 5 hours last night. So I didn't catch all of it.
I thought you guys were done after the game. Like you were playing a game with Mario. I mean, not Mario. With Bretta was leading the game. You guys doing a little like trivia.
Some kind of quiz.
Pick this, and then I was like, all right, they're probably gonna wrap up. So I got out of there and played some games. You mean to tell me y'all stayed on for another additional
I thought we
hour?
were done by then, and it was like I was hungry as shit. And then it was like, and I see Joel, he ordered food, and then somebody was eating spaghetti. And it's like, what about me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
What about me?
And then at one point Shane popped in there. I was like, what the hell?
Shane got in, Jose got in. It's like, Jesus, okay.
That's how you know it was early. It was Shane in there. Like, they went into the wee hours.
Exactly. Well, Jay,
Yes, sir.
My man, thank you.
Likewise, brother. Always good to be here. Sorry that
Always,
I'm late.
my man.
I'm late.
No.
I had family
Understandable.
problems and don't have kids. I'm just gonna say that. Don't have kids.
You need not explain anything, my friend. I totally get it, man. This is all secondary to life. Well, remember that, whether it's buying stuff, doing a channel, doing whatever.
No.
Real life shit takes priority first. But
True.
with that said, we were kind of just riffing a little bit. We'll talk about Lael's going to join us here in a little bit too. We'll talk about some of the releases and announcements. But we're talking about how Late Bloomer and Christian, you know, kind of came in a year, 2 years ago, getting involved, knowing, like, learning, like, when to, like, pull back, things like that. Yeah. And you're here, so maybe you have some of your wisdom that you could share with people. I mean, you know, what happens? Because you can dive deep, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I have way too much shit. Did I get it because of hype? Did I, you know what I mean? Like, what do you feel like you've learned over the course of collecting, I guess?
Oh my god. Oh, I got a price tag.
How much time you get? No.
Seriously. I mean, shit. I mean, well, you know, a lot of people in the community a couple weeks ago was like, oh my god, is everything right with Jay? Is Jay okay? Does he need money? Is he gone broke? What's going on? And yes, I have gone. No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. But it happens.
What's
I
up,
mean, the thing is with this community, hype is a thing, and let's be honest, we all fall into the hype, and it's something that I've had to be conscious of being a content creator and understanding that even though I'm small, very small, I always look at myself as still a very small channel, that I have influence, and you can influence. And I mean, influence it's a real thing. You know, we could sit back and be like, you're being influenced, you're being influenced, you're enabling. We joke about it, but influence is a real thing. It is. And if enough people go around and be like, oh my god, Moon Knight is the shit, Moon Knight is the shit, Moon Knight is shit, that kind of stays in your subconscious, because we all like cool stuff. That's why we started collecting Hot Toys, because we like cool figures. So you keep hearing Moon Knight, and then you go into your local comic shop and you already, and let's be honest, all of us have a problem. we all do.
A little bit. We are a bit strange and unusual.
That's right. So
just a little bit.
So you hear about it, you're like, damn, I need to get that Moon Knight. I get it, you know, and you do it, and then you have to sit back and look at and I'm just using Moon Knight as an example. Moon Knight is dope as shit, and they ain't never leaving my collection. That's a dope figure. But I'm just saying, you end up buying things that you don't necessarily need, or you buy things out of boredom, you know. And I've done that. I've done that at times. I'm like, well, nothing's going on. I got the itch. I'm in my comic shop, and I'm like, it looks cool, and I end up buying it. And then you buy it, and then you're like, the hell am I doing? And then something else that you really love comes out, and then you're like, oh shit,
should have spent that.
Shouldn't have done that. I gotta go sell. I gotta replenish.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me. And I'll just be honest, that's what happened to me with Ecto-1, because I'm a responsible adult. I had money for the Ecto-1 stacked up. But then thinking about it and looking at it, I was like, well, you know what? You know, I got it from Spec, you know, Todd and them ain't gonna get it until, who knows, until like late in the fall. I got time. So let me go ahead and spend this money that I had saved up for it on stuff, you know, just on stuff that I think is cool. And next thing you know, boom, right when I was about to go on vacation, Todd hits me with the invoice, $1,600.
Ain't that a bitch too? Because I too thought that as well. And it had nothing to do with Spec, but rather that, okay, well, I'm like, well, it's in the States, so I'm assuming it's getting released overseas first, and it's going to probably take a few months on a boat or something. That was not the case, bro.
Nope.
And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, the car is here.
And those big ticketed items, I wasn't thinking about it like that box is big as a fridge. It's really a damn refrigerator. It is. It's a refrigerator. It's not even a small one. That's like a fucking refrigerator. It's ridiculous. And thinking about space and somebody like Todd getting those in, if he wants to get that shit out, and even them overseas, they want to get that shit out because that's holding up stock in the warehouse somewhere. That's like shit. What 2 packs of and Anthony, you would know. You know how it is to get boxes of figures. That's like 3 boxes of figures.
It's a lot, dude.
Yeah. So
it's a lot.
It got shipped out. I I had to put up a shut up because I was like, I'll be damned if I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
So, but the end result of that was I need to replenish. I got all this. I start looking at it like, well, damn, I'm in the hole. I got all this No Way Home shit about the drop, RoboCop about the drop. I've been talking about it all this cool shit with Logan. I mean, all this cool shit is about to drop. And I'm like, where's the money going to come from? Am I going to continue to be in a hole and just hold on to all the shit that I got? Or am I going to let some stuff go? And making that decision, it's hard, but you also got to really know where your ass is at. And be like, okay, do I really need this? Is this old? Is this outdated? Am I holding on to it just for some type of street cred? Let's be honest, that's a thing. Am I holding on for street cred as a collector and because I'm Mr. Grail King and all that shit? Or do I really need to go ahead and just really supplement my collection and just really, backtrack a little, get myself back on track?
I'll tell you this much, and you guys know, Jay, obviously Christian, Late Bloomer, you guys know. That's just like weird head shit. What you're saying. Yep. And what I mean by that is because when you think about something like that, it's like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. I've always said that. It's like the only person buying my shit is me. You're not buying my stuff, right. And that's to everybody here, everybody in the chat. Like you guys are in control, of your collection. So it's and I get that, right? Where you're like, oh shit, because as I mentioned earlier before you came in, I got rid of all that Star Wars. I was like, fuck it. I don't care. If people are like, oh, you got rid of it? Oh, yeah, I got rid of it. I'm going to move on from that. So you can't let certain things like that. There's a weird psychology there, and I don't know really where the hell it came from. You know, I think there's a difference if you're buying things, you have it, and then you have it for a few days or whatever, and then you sell it, right?
Yeah.
Like repeatedly. But that's to me more of like a YouTube standpoint though, or something, because then it's like hard for me to be like, well, I don't know if I could really trust the opinion then. You know what I'm saying? But versus when you have stuff for a long time, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get rid of this shit. You know what I mean?
And that was the other thing. It was like, because I am a content creator, another thing popped in my head was like, am I leading people but to the wrong thing? Are people going to start questioning, my sensibilities as a collector? Are they going to start, and all that went in my head. And I'm just like, why? It's like, at the end of the day, I'm not a professional. I'm a collector, and I've been collecting for a while, and I can tell you what and what not to do. And I think I'm very open about how I am about stuff. And when I make mistakes, I'll tell them like, dude, I make mistakes. And my big brother would tell you, he's on these panels with me and tell you, Jay is impetuous as shit, and I am. And that's not good. And I think one of the things that is good now with, and that Late Bloomer, I think I came on when you were talking about it, is now making the decisions where Sideshow and these other companies kind of putting you in the corner to make these decisions. Like, hey, do you really want this? If you do, you need to get it because it's going to be waitlisted. And I do think it's good, because now you have to pull the trigger on something that you really want, because things are just not readily available anymore. It's not like it was, 2-3 years ago. And I think that's good. It does get a little nerve-wracking, but I do think it makes you really hone down what you really want in your collection, not just aimlessly buying shit just to buy shit, just because, like I said, because you were bored, or you had. It's almost like things. Sometimes we have things in our lives, or people have, it's a lot of, I have girlfriends that used to do that. They would get in a bad relationship. What they do, they go shopping and spend a whole bunch of damn money, or buy
retail therapy.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, and there could be times where you may like it, and then at the time, and this is to not knock this, but I just want to bring this up for example, right? The Praetorian Guard, right? So this came out, and I'm trying to make this bigger. I don't know why it's small, but this is an example. Like, I think this looks pretty cool. But I know if I end up getting it, I might not end up keeping it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a problem here for me, because I think it looks badass. And you're like, well, of course I want to get that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then I'm like, well, shit, I would probably get at least 2 or 3 of them. So then you're like, okay, so this is gonna now become a $600 to $900 acquisition. So then the practical sense in me has to like take a step back for a minute and be like, I don't know. And the reason I say that is because, I try my hardest to have everything in my collection stuff that I like really connect to, right?
Yes.
And I don't connect to it even though I would want it, if that makes sense. Like, well, that's kind of what we're talking about here. Like, we all see things that are like this is how they get you right there. You're like, dude, how fucking cool is that? Yes, I want to do that. And then reality kicks. You're like, well, wait, am I going to drop $1,000 on a few of these guards? I mean, some people will, of course, but that resonates to those people, you know. But I guess even then, I mean, so these did drop, so I guess we could kind of talk about them for a minute. I mean, what do you guys? I mean, I guess let's just Jay, you can continue on. I mean, speaking of, I mean, so we got them.
You know, and you know, earlier this week I was on Aries and we were talking about it, and you know, a lot of people in the panel, and I think even my bro was like, yeah, you gotta get 3, you know, 2 is the minimum. And that's the thing, you're not looking at one figure, you're looking at 2, because I mean, some people can get 1 and be fine with 1, and you know what, that's fine if you know if you display your collection like that. I tell stories with my collection. I like, that's just what I like to do. So me to tell that story would need at least 2, you know, to really pull it off. 3 is the thing, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's 3 of the same fucking thing. No matter how you slice it. Yeah, they got different weapons. Get what I said?
Yeah, but dude, I had like 9 shore troopers. Remember?
Yeah.
A couple years ago. I mean, like, so it's like
they looked badass. That's the thing. They
did.
They looked badass. But with all the other stuff that's coming out, you know.
Yeah.
I say that to say that I'm most likely getting 3, and to stand there with Moff Gideon, because I do like Moff Gideon. I like that character. Say what you say about, you know, season 3. I do think that was the stronger part of season 3. And even though I know it's not critically acclaimed, or a lot of people in unison was just like, hey, it was the weakest season, which I do think it was the weakest season, but it still had a lot of highlights in it. And that doesn't deter me from getting these figures, because these figures are dope by themselves. And who knows what we'll see them do, you know, later in Star Wars, you know. So I look at it as, I want that flex with them and Moff Gideon, Mando Gideon. I think it looks dope. I think they're definitely complement. And the thing is, they're expensive ass complementary pieces. But I'm also the same guy that was going to pay $400 for a Blitzway, you know, 112 scale Slimer, just to complete the collection. Right. So, you know, and this is a cooler flex than that. So there you go. So for me, like I said, this is how they, like you said, this is how they get you with the storytelling right there. With Paz right there, and the 3 of them about to put in that work. So for me, I'm going to get them. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to suck spending that money, but I mean, hey, but it's also ways of I mean, also you got to look for deals. That's the thing. And it kind of makes it hard looking for deals now because of this whole, you know, waitlist game thing. But if you know how to work your points, and you have customer loyalties at certain comic stores and all that other type of stuff, you can make it work. So I'm going to buy them, but I'm going to do it responsibly. It's not going to be like 3 from Tim Cent. It ain't going to be no shit like that. That's like,
yeah, like you really have to think about it, because I'm with you, man. I think these would be really sick to have. I mean, even if, you know, it's not really, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's not canonically correct, I suppose, in the time, but like I would have these with some purge troopers, you know. You mix it up, you kind of just have this shelf that's, you know, more of the Empire, more of the dark side, you know, like that would look really cool together, you know. So you think about those things, you're like, dude, yeah, I kind of want to get them. Like I would like to have them, but then I'm like, I try to think, I'm like, let's see what happens in a year and a half, you know what I mean? Maybe you can find them a cheaper deal. Who knows where you're going to be in a year and a half. It's hard, man. But I just want to kind of go down the list on this with you guys, man. I'll just go to the late bloomer, I guess, man, because I haven't really heard you talk about these yet either.
They are, as far as sculpting, paintwork applications, these are fantastic. I mean, this is just another flex from Hot Toys showing, hey, we've got that trooper, you know, combat, or that trooper armor down to a T. We know how to do the body, we know how to work it underneath, we know how to present that very well. This is, along with Iron Man, this is their bread and butter. Like they can get these guys down really, really well. My brother Cam on Wednesday, he said something that had me thinking. He said, if those the weapons that they had, if they lit up, then with this package or product would have taken a whole nother level.
That's true.
It's just missing that kind of like that gimmick to like say, here's the other feature. Hey, we know you're army building this, but here's another cool thing that kind of set these guys apart. And that's what I kind of want for the army builders. Is like, yes, you're getting a good figure, but there's a feature along with that can help enhance your display without having to weigh it down or whatever, having to be so wonky. So yeah, I like these. I would like if they just lit up, but if you're looking to go ahead and add 3 to these, please mind your wallet. Go hunt them deals. Use your points at Sideshow. If you got some points with another reputable seller, go use those points with that reputable seller. Get that price down. We were talking about Moon Knight. I paid $235 for that guy. I wasn't necessarily at the onset saying, "Oh, I gotta have him." But as things progressed, and I started looking at finances, and I really liked the design of the show. I read a few comics before the show came out, so I already was somewhat predisposed to the character. And so I was like, F it, let me go ahead and get this. And then I started looking more into it. I'm like, well, the Egyptians are my ancestors. Like they're our predecessors. So like there's a connection, a literal like cultural, ethnic connection I can have with this character. And I know also that he's fought Black Panther. I have Black Panther in my collection. There you go. Boom. You can't see it right now, but he's fighting Black Panther right behind me. So like just finding different ways to save yourself some cost, especially when you're army building. You don't have to pay retail for all 3 of them. That's right. Go save you some money. Aggressively seek out deals. If you don't know where to find deals, you can ask anybody on this panel, and we'll have at least one place we can point you to.
Very true.
Very true, my man. Yeah. Very true, dude. Indeed. Christian?
I mean, I agree with all of you. Like, this one is really tricky because I don't see one figure with this guy. I see 3, and that's the problem. So, like, I had the same issue with the KX droids because once I got my probe droid and I saw that scene on Mando, or actually at Boba Fett, actually, I saw 3 droids. So what I did was I actually did pre-order 3, but thank God 1 got canceled, and now I ended up with 2. And I keep looking at it, and do I still need 3rd? And now I'm saying maybe not, maybe not. It's like,
but at the time you did.
Was there?
Right.
So lately, I'm just looking at my collection right now. It's like, what do they mean to me? I mean, I feel like I want to keep those figures that are more timeless.
Yes.
Like whenever I look at them, I just like them no matter what. Like, however that IP goes, however that show went, I just look at the design and what that represents. If I love it, I'll keep it. But honestly, when I look at this, I don't know. I just don't know yet. So it's kind of tricky. I still haven't made up my mind. I still haven't PO'd Moff Gideon. I haven't PO'd one of these guys. I might end up pre-ordering 1. And like you guys, if I do end up with 3, I will be kind of looking for deals for the extras.
Yep.
But this is really tricky for me. Like, I don't know how I feel truly with these guys. It looks cool. I'll be honest. It's cool.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys all this question here, because this is what I'm hearing in my head, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Is it because it's money, right? So in other words, if somebody just gifted you these figures, right, doesn't cost you a penny, just here you go, my friend, happy whatever, here's a guard or 2, maybe 3, whatever, then would you guys be like, oh, this is really cool, I'm gonna keep it in my collection, or would you end up selling it?
No, that's different, because like it depends on the relationship of the person who sent it. Like,
well, okay, so gift aside, let's just say you found them on the street.
All right.
Okay.
Right. Whatever. They fell off a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Walking in,
because I get that, right? Because then there's maybe a sentiment because it was a gift, so you probably wouldn't. Most people aren't going to sell gifts. If somebody gifted me something, it stays in the collection. I get that. But that's to my point, because I feel like the prime factor is the money, right?
Right.
If we all just happened upon these, or any figure for that matter, you know, then I feel like they would likely stay. And I think that's where that's where I start to click in my brain, where I'm like, well, wait a minute, yeah, I would totally have these, dude, if I didn't have to pay for them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
so that's
absolutely.
where I start looking at this in the sense that it really comes down to the cash, because there's so many other things coming.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, wait a minute, do I want to drop this kind of money on this because I know all this other stuff is coming? You know, so that's kind of what I was wondering.
Well, there's cash in this space as well. That I know for me, like for instance, I had the DX07 and I sold DX07. I sold DX07 because honestly, in my opinion, I really like the new I really like that new Bespin Luke, and I have plans to go back and chase down another a loose Bespin Luke and go ahead and convert that to a battle damage. So I have that representation in my collection still. So I was like, look, I need a little extra cash, and the DX07 is great. You know, still love it. I still think it. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's a grail. But if it can make somebody else happy and I can get a little bit of cash for it, yeah, it doesn't need to be here, and I can use that space for something else. Because then it comes to the whole thing of, you know, it would have been either keep the DX07 or not get the new Bespin. I wanted that new. I wanted the new. I did, because I think it's better. So for me, space is a real big deal, because I have a lot of vehicles. I plan on getting more vehicles. I plan on also maybe dabbling in a statue or two. So all that space. So I you know, even if somebody gifted it to me, certain things can be moved around, but other things, like when it comes to stuff like the OT or something that's like really like that harkens back to my childhood and makes me feel a certain way, or any of the Marvel stuff, any of like the Avengers, like I'll never sell that first Avengers collection, the first one, because that was my first collection from Hot Toys. It took me 5 years to get all those figures, so they have major sentimental value. But like, yeah, something like this, I don't know. It could be, you know, only time will tell. I don't want to be like, well, I have no connection to it, because I do. I mean, I like Star Wars and I like Mando. Sure. So I have a connection to it, but I could see, thinking about it, knowing myself, I could see me parting with that, with, you know, those figures before any of the first Avengers. So just
no, that totally makes sense, dude. That totally makes sense. And I feel like with this, like, for example, like this, I kind of wanted this Fett, man, and I missed him, and I think I might still be able to get him, but it's things like that. Like you look at it, you're like, well, listen, I got all my old school Boba Fetts, you know what I'm saying? So then you're like, do you need multiples? But then I have to like, that's all based off you though, right? Because on the same token, I got a bunch of Luke Skywalkers, you know? So it's like, well, certain figures, I think, yeah, man, again, it's your collection. So you know, this one's a little tough for me, man, because like the show was okay, you know, it kind of, but you know, like you said, we're still Star Wars fans, so then it gets kind of difficult. You're like, well, shit, do I want to get this? It's tough, man. It's tough. I personally thought this was his coolest new outfit, I would say.
It looks good.
It was specifically why I bought the throne. I have the throne. I did not get the throne and Fett, right? I got the throne separate because I would like to get this figure, but then I missed him. So hopefully I could still probably get him. But man, these photos are awesome, dude. Kudos, man. To
that Chrome Mando is like one of the best toys they've made. I honestly believe. I know the weathering be damned, but that was one of the toys that I've gotten, or figures I've gotten, and I've like literally just like stood and played with it. Like most of the figures, I'll pose it like, all right, cool, let's take the pictures, let's go ahead and do the Photoshop. Like, nah, man, I really like went back to like 12 years old with Chrome Mando and pew pew, like it was great. Like that is a great figure, man. Love it.
Yes, I totally agree. I think that's like the best. I said it. I think that's the best Mando figure on Earth right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't get any better than that right now. I'm sure they got something coming around the corner, but yeah, man, it's amazing. Definitely.
For me, I just kind of wanted this one to go with just like that, and then
Yeah.
you know, it's better, and that would probably be a wrap.
But you know what
You
kills
say
me
that
about
though,
that?
right?
But you know what kills me about that picture? I'm sorry, Anthony, but you know what
No,
kills
go
me
ahead.
about that picture?
There.
It's like that would have made so much sense if they just would have offered us the damn throne by itself. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that, man. They're not our friends.
They wanted to
Sorry.
pair that skew. They wanted to, you know, I guess they looked at, because Wakanda Throne didn't get packaged like this, right? It was individual. I think they saw those sales and were like, nah, we're going to package this into something with another figure to get y'all to go out and buy that. I think that's what their thinking was.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely was, dude.
Yep.
And you know, that's the thing. I preferred this armor as well, so it's kind of like, damn. Yeah, it's tough, man. What do you think, Christian? You gonna pick this guy up?
I'm actually on the minority because like I feel like this was the least cool version. It's like,
Really? Okay, well, that's fair. I mean,
I didn't like the very tight pants and the very colorful paint job that he has all over him, even with the jetpack. And like, it's not because I already have him, but I think the bird poop Boba Fett, I think he's the coolest actually.
hey, man, it's the post Sarlacc pit. All
It's
right, you can't disrespect him like that.
beating
That was
those
his,
allegations,
that was
Anthony.
his triumphant return, man.
I have him.
I know, so do I. I'm just saying
and the
that
thing
was his,
is, like,
that's when he was good.
You guys were saying like I need to pick up the Commando and I need the throne, and it's just like the problem with me is like I see this Boba with the throne, and even if I get that throne, I don't think I'll be using that Boba. So like that's why I haven't picked them up yet. It's like I just need the thrones, and I don't see any way of getting it. So I'm kind of there. But with this guy, I really have to say, and I'm sorry, this was a very hard pass for me, and still is.
Okay.
And that's just for me. I'm the minority here. Yeah, like this wasn't.
No,
really
you might. It's your opinion, man. This is your collection.
No.
This is your collection right here, man. So when you look at this figure, like, does he fit my collection? It either does or he doesn't, and there's no wrong answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
There's
like-
a
and
couple, like
I
one
was,
and
like,
done's
one
in
of
my
those
collection,
people-
and
I'm sorry.
Boba's one of them. No, I'm sorry about that. It's just Boba's like, he's like Iron Man to me. Like, you got to find that one suit that you like, or you got to buy all of them. It's either or. There's no in between. Because, you know, I went with the ESB because, like, when I think Boba Fett, I'm thinking that, right? I'm not thinking this, even though I do recognize this. Like, I'm thinking, like, when he was sitting there, just nothing, no voice lines, nothing, just chilling. That's Boba Fett to me, right? That's space Clint Eastwood, essentially. So, that's how I look at it, and that's why I went with the ESB one. But this one, as a figure in general, looks impressive. This doesn't have a head sculpt, does it, by chance?
No heads.
No. They keep like skimping their package, but one of these days they're going to make like the Boba Fett, the version of this one, like the post Sarlacc pit Boba Fett. They're going to do that with the head sculpt, with all the fixings. One day they will do that. It's just like, it's weird. Like, they always take a piece out, you know, like just to make the package look different, but overall you're still getting the same presentation.
Do you guys, let me ask this to the panel. Do you guys think that they skipped out on the head sculpt just to make the quarter scale one more appealing for collectors to be like, hey, if you want the ultimate, get
I mean, it's totally possible.
I gotta be honest,
man.
I kind of thought that too.
You know, I personally don't want the head sculpt. So again, that's, you know, because that's my collection, right? So for me, I'm fine with it because, you know, I have the 2-pack, right, which is a great release, but you know, I've got my Bantha coming. It's already shipped, so custom 6-scale Bantha. So I was gonna put the robed Fett with that and the Tusken Raiders that I have, because I think that'd be a pretty cool looking display, right? But you know, as far as like the throne, the reason I got the throne and just the throne is because the repaint armor is kind of like the 2-pack armor. It's just painted up, right? But everything still seems to be the same. Whereas this one, you know, he did kind of don a new suit, you know, in his show. So I was like, all right, this one looks pretty cool, and I don't need a head sculpt because I would just have him chill with the throne, and just that's it, you know. So it is tough. Yes, my friend Bantha should be here soon. It's coming from Thailand, so it has shipped. It has shipped, man.
I need a.
That was a 1.5 year ago decision purchase. Well, you know what I mean. And then the deposit and everything to get on the run, because it's a limited, you know, it's custom, and then you kind of forget about that. Even with Hot Toys, the same thing. You kind of forget. Then, you know, he emails me. He's like, "Yo, I'm ready.
Yep.
You up?" I'm like, "Gosh, yeah, I guess I'm up." But I just you know, just pay to some other, you know, it's shit like that. You don't know, right? You don't know like when it comes until it's here, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta make some room for it. Yeah, I mean, it was about 4 and change total, so not too bad, dude. Not too bad.
Not bad for custom.
Yeah. I'll definitely I'll be doing like a review on it and stuff too, because it's cool, man. I can't wait to get it, man. So that would be really badass to me, dude. Chewy's Bandolier says, hey Anthony, hey everyone. This one is on its way to me as we speak, and he will make Boba number 6 for me. Dude, that's awesome, bro.
Ooh.
That is.
It's the Star Wars Iron Man. I think that's why they're kitting out the SKUs. Honestly, it's just like, all right, this package is going to have this. This package is going to have this, and it's giving people who love Boba options, right? People who going to buy Boba, they're going to buy it all. But the people who like love Boba and they want options, you have them. So I don't want to like present that, you know, what I'm saying as like a gripe. It's just more so of just how they're approaching it. And I think as though one day they will kind of put it all together and have that one complete package where, you know, I have this Boba, great sculpt, great everything. And if I want to have the head sculpt, I want to have the head sculpt. If not, then I got a perfectly sculpted helmet ready to go. So, you know, it's just very interesting character.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, like,
one.
even when we think that will be the definitive, like the Ultra Boba, they'll keep giving us something better or bigger.
Ultra Boba. I like that. I'm gonna, you know what? I grabbed this because since you had to say that, I think. Here, let me close this. Can you guys see this? I grabbed him. This is my favorite Boba right here.
Oh, the prototype.
Ah,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this one's the shit. I don't know if you guys know. Here, I'll just full screen it real quick so you can see. I just, because this is like a piece though, man. This is a piece of history, man.
He is nice.
So, you know, that's kind of why I dig it, man. Because he's got the towel, bro.
Yeah,
for those who know.
that's dope.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's not a bad piece, man, at all, man. Sideshow does good shit, dude.
Yeah. They got some grails. They got some grails.
They do. They may have a couple duds,
definitely.
bro, but I mean, I got a lot of Sideshow pieces over the years, man.
The one Sideshow piece I will fight for is their Vader. I feel like they did a very solid Vader.
They did.
Oh.
They did.
Outside of that,
yep.
I don't know. It's a toss up. But that Vader, I'll fight for that one for sure.
Yeah, man. No, I get you, man. That one was pretty good. He's like, God damn it, give me that. You hate Star Wars. This is fucking Gatekeeper, my bro. We tease as an inside joke, man.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, man. It's just, to me, that's a piece of well, kind of like American pop culture at this point. You know what I mean? So because of that, they were like, yeah, let's see how he looks with a cape. And they're like, well, what do we got? And they had the towel over there on set. They put it on it, and so it's cool. Sideshow included that. I mean, that's a cool piece, man. So yeah, man. 16 Shape says the Sideshow Vader is the best one. The face mask looks better than Hot Toys.
Yeah.
I gotta look.
I heard people like kind of like, you know, debating about that one, but I said like, you know, I didn't want all the fixings. I just wanted Vader in there. I wanted this fucking black coated super villain in my collection, because a friend of mine really pointed it out. Was like, you got all these good guys, like where's the spice? And I was like, you're right. And I got to work. I was like, let me get Vader, let me go ahead and get Boba, and I started to really kind of go down that path. So working towards getting more villains, especially with Star Wars, and you know, got Carnage, try to get some more. But,
dude, I get the same question every day. It's like my friends like look at my collection, like you collect Star Wars. Okay, this is cool. So where's Vader? I don't know about all these guys. Like, where's Vader? I'm getting there.
Hey, that's fine. Look, you've got 2 great Vaders on the way.
For real.
Return of the Jedi Vader.
Speaking of, are you guys excited? Yeah, Kenobi
Anakin.
one is coming, and Jedi will be here at some point. And
Yeah.
both are great.
I'm talking about that sideshow Vader, but you know that one with the electrocuted head sculpt.
The Jedi version.
Yeah,
I
Jedi.
think that is very, very smart. Like I just, you know, like be damned with the rooted stuff they was talking about the artisan, man. Give me a video on that. Like I know they did a little blurb, but like a little IG video or something like that on that. But like they needed to go and like talk about how did you sculpt that? How did you get the electronics in there? Because that's more interesting than rooted. I do love the rooted conversation, but that just how did you get that? Like that's beautiful.
I think that's going to be like the quintessential Vader right there. That one is going to be the one that's like the one right there. After that, I think when they make that one, we're probably not going to get another Vader for a minute because that one just
Probably not.
How can they top themselves?
Yeah, they'll come up with something, but for right
They
now,
always do,
that's gonna be
dude.
one.
They
Yeah.
always do. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
things just keep getting better. I mean, yeah, we could argue that sometimes they give us like some shrinkflation, like we don't get as much stuff as maybe we used to, but the overall quality has improved. I mean,
Yeah.
Thing.
I agree.
immensely.
That's
Baseline
Eventually.
through everything. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that
I mean,
it's true.
And that's like going back to the whole thing with the Bespin Luke. Yeah, that suit is a little tight. It should be a little bit more baggy. It needs to be a little weathered. But that damn head sculpt, comparing it to the old one, night and fucking day. I'm sorry. That looks like more
Yeah, dude,
animal.
he's fucking.
Mm.
Yeah. No, he, you know, and that's the thing, man. Like you, like I said, we may have getting a little bit of less accessories as kind of, you know, a little less robust of an overall package, but the quality of everything has been going up. I mean, I haven't published it yet, but I did my review for Fennec, and you know, in that review, that should be popping up this week. But yeah, I had to compare it, man. I pulled out, you know, Leia, and kind of as a comparison, I'm like, well, just look, because she kind of had to, you know, her hair was, you know, braided in the roll and everything. And when you look at that, and then you look at Fennec, I mean, Fennec's, I mean, ever since, I think Sylvie, when Sylvie popped last year or whatever, like from Sylvie forward, like they've been really doing awesome on their sculpted hair, like forward, you know. And when you look at Fennec and you're just like, geez, dude, like, this is great, man.
That Scarlet Witch, her sculpted hair from WandaVision, like just looking at it, there's like a real gradient of colors, like all of the colors of her hair, basically. It's like a whole, I hate to use the word again, but like a whole mosaic. It's just like, how did you really paint that very well like that? And the hair just looks very realistic. And the paint applications really sell you. So yeah, I'm with you guys in terms of the hair sculpting. Because people were really kind of like, man, I want rooted, but it sucks, so I'll never go rooted, you know. And so we're having really good sculpted hair options as well. So if you don't ever want to go rooted, trust that Hot Toys can get the job done, depending on the character, of course, but they can get the job done with hair and sculpting it.
They have made some wild innovations with sculpted hair. I think their sculpted hair is amazing. Like their sculpted hair is so amazing when, like, looking at that sculpted in art Joker, you know, I was like, yeah, it looked like, honestly, in my opinion, looked like it was an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? It's like go rooted or go home with that, in my opinion, on that particular piece. But Hot Toys, you guys are right. They have made some big innovations with sculpted hair. I think I mean, especially for characters with like shorter hair and everything. Like if they wanted to do artisans for that, it's like, what's the point? Because they do so well. But characters with like shoulder length hair, like the Anakin and all that other type of stuff. Yeah, I could definitely see, you know, the innovations of them implementing like the artisan, but not everything needs to be artisan either. And I think that's why they're going so hard with their sculpted hair, because it does look that damn good. I think they do it probably better than anybody else right now.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you this, man, since you guys are talking about the Obi-Wan Vader, I was looking through my orders, and because I had pre-ordered that when it came out, and so June, July, and August. So I had the NRD, then June, July, August is already charged, dude. So there's I only owe like $140 left. There's one more payment, and and then the final in October. So I know, you know, it said like October to like March, but Sideshow starts charging you to where you can to where you have it paid off by the first projected month. Right. So October being the first, you know, up to March. So it could still be like another fucking 6 months, but by October he's paid off. So I don't know if that means, hey, he could be coming soon.
I think we're gonna get him.
We might get him before the end of the year.
October,
I think it's gonna be a slow drip though. It's gonna be you know, it's gonna be a slow batch. Like for everybody that first jumped in will get it, like from Sideshow and stuff like that. But I think he's gonna come at least I would say towards the end of October. But then again, I could be wrong. They can a lot of stuff got pushed back. Like what's her name? Catwoman got pushed back.
Yeah, a couple have been delayed.
That got delayed. Something else got delayed. I think Second Brother told me that Electro got delayed too. He saw.
Yeah, he was supposed to come
out.
Okay.
He didn't make the jump.
No, he got pushed back. No, they haven't made anything from Forced Unleashed, so I don't. Kind of sucks. That'd be kind of cool to see some stuff. Sideshow did at least, you know, Darth Malgus from the Old Republic, but
yeah,
they don't
There's
really
so much untapped potential when it comes to other media portions of Star Wars. We're talking like Clone Wars characters we would love, like a 𝗕𝗓 Ventress, right? I know some people would like a Luminara. What else? Varys Offrey. Like they would love these like kind of more offshoot characters that did make you know, live action appearances before they were animated. Like we saw Luminara in the Jedi Council. I think that was Phantom Menace. I think that was Phantom Menace. Yeah, but these characters that have made these offshoot appearances, people would love to have these in 6 scale form. It's a toss-up if we'll ever see anything like that, honestly, at this point.
I'm still holding my breath for, and I'm probably gonna die for Kid Fisto, because I'm like, damn, y'all done showed that to him.
He's in the graveyard. He's the worst of them all. He's in the graveyard.
Yep.
People got 4K pictures of this man.
Yep.
And
you know what? Look at all the graveyard stuff that we've been getting over time. Like for a while there, I was like, shit, it's fucking DOA, man. At that point, but lately they've been pulling.
Did the Death Star Gunner get released?
Rise from your grave. Come on.
They're still sitting on that, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, that's gonna drop. That is gonna drop, dude.
But then they gave us a do back.
I'm not gonna say here.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
That's right. That's right.
Well, nothing makes sense. Guys, I want to kind of segue really quick, man. But 150 in the chat, man. Be sure to hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're road to 6K. Go subscribe to Brother Cousins, my man, if you haven't already. I gotta put the links. I don't think I have the links in the description, but if you're watching this on the replay, they are there. Shout out to my buddy, dude, Late Bloomer and Christian Detour, man, for coming in and hanging out with us this evening. I want to bring this up, man, because we talk about weird, like where we go and this and this and that. I pre-ordered these, so I just kind of want to bring them up, man, because, dude, Threezero, man, they dropped Destro and Cobra Commander, and listen.
They don't get
Jay,
enough
I
love.
know you know, bro. We had GI Joes, man. I mean,
yeah.
And listen, I know they already put out Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. They put out Roadblock, and you know they put out Firefly. And I was looking at them, and I was like, ooh, kind of cool. But then, bam, they hit me with Destro, and I was like, fuck. If they do a Destro, then hopefully they'll do a Baroness, and then Cobra Commander is right around the corner, so now he's up for PO, and I was just like, yo. So I wanted to kind of bring this up because I know there's people in the chat that also love these. I don't know about you guys though. I mean, Jay, are you like, am I gonna persuade you to get some fucking GI Joes or what?
You know, I saw this week, and I thought it looked so damn cool, but it has to be. I'ma have to pass because I know me. This will be. I will go in hard on these, definitely, because this is a direct link to 80s childhood, like right there. I mean, shit. Me and Second Brother, we had the damn card. Shoot, we had the figures. We had the little. We cut out the little. I remember him cutting out the little cards in the back, and he had a stack of them. You know what I'm saying? Just had the little cards.
Yep, the cards off the back of the. Yeah.
Yep. And then he had a Lego. He had a blue Lego case that had all the figures in it. And I remember he had the Lady Jane. He popped the back of the head up. Man, look, we know our G.I. Joes. So that's why I'm like looking at this. Damn, this is going to be. So how many do they have? I know they got this. They got the Cobra Commander.
You had Snake Eyes, the Storm Shadow that came out.
Okay.
They both had a fucking variant though as well. So Snake Eyes has this camo pattern.
I do remember that
version.
Yes.
And then Snake Eyes they did like the Dead Eyes where he's like red. It's kind of like a Deadpool, kind of, nod. And then Firefly came out and Roadblock. And now we're getting Destro and Cobra Commander. So I don't know if they're going to give us 3 Cobra back to back to back, because I'm hoping maybe we would get Baroness soon, but then I think maybe we'd end up getting like a Scarlet or a Duke following. So I don't know how deep they're going in this. That's where I was first, I was like, at first I chilled for a minute when I saw Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, because I was like, well, okay, what are they gonna do? And now I see them doing more and more, and it's just like, damn, dude. $150. So it's just kind of like, all right, that's kind of a welcome reprieve.
Right. Yeah, and the price is right on that. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think on it. I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. But right now, I would say it's close to a no. But man, he looks good as shit. He does. That looks amazing. That, especially for $150. Come on, man. I got some points and I can knock that out. That's just, yeah, man. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so too, Commander Crook, because Sideshow did some of these back in the day. So I was like, well, let me, you know what I mean? You're absolutely welcome, Chris. Yes, just pre-ordered Commander from Sideshow, because he is now up. It took him a few days to show up. So Blitz, dude, if they did Snowdove, Shipwreck, Zartan, I'm fucked. And that's the problem for me. I don't really know. And I kind of thought that at first too, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, don't really need any, but I like Baroness and I like Destro. And I was like, well, shit, I may have to do it. And then, so this is rough. I end up having, I may end up having a G.I. Joe fucking thing now, because I was like, well, shit, or at least at the very least Cobras, So Clinton, these are available on Sideshow right now too, man. So $150. And if I back up one, I could show you, because now he finally showed up. So then we have Cobra Commander, bro. I mean, so
now he looks nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to take this moment, if I can, to just talk a little bit about Threezero. They don't get as much love, obviously, because Hot Toys is, they're the cream of the crop right now, and we're giving a lot of credence to InArt as they're continuously bolstering their line. But these guys right here, they work hard and they don't even ask for that much of your money. These guys put a lot of work into these figures that don't have all those fancy smancy materials on them, but they get the job done. They literally pull some of these characters from their original source material. And this is Cobra Commander. You can take the 1/6 out and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's Cobra Commander. You just stand there, they got some guy in the suit. Like, it's that good. And we talk about saving our money, budgeting. Sometimes we got to get out of our own snobby ways, yes, and say, hey, because this is not just Hot Toys. This is a figure, and this is from from an IP that I love, and they're literally doing a character that I want. So treat yourself. Look at Threezero and see what they have. They might have something you like. You can save yourself some money in the process.
Very well said, my man. Yeah, dude, they're rocking. Lil, my man, what's up, dude?
What's up, bro? Sorry, man. It took. Hey, my daughter's here, man. So
No worries, man.
When she's here, we get to talking, and she's again, when your kiddos come through, bro, it's just like, you got to kind of self-indulge with them and just laugh and joke and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. Thanks for having me here. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hello,
course.
hello.
Yo,
Christian,
what's
late
up?
bloomer.
Is that Obi Brown we got in the building, bro?
What's going on, man?
We got Obi Brown. That's just you're not known by your name anymore. I've been calling you Obi Brown.
you know, Lael, he gonna keep going to a stick too. So here we go. I'm gonna accept it,
yeah,
brother.
you're done, dude.
That's your name, bro. You about to
Yup.
take that. That is your new name, bro. Obi Brown. When if I see somebody animated, it goes back to you, bro. That's who it is, bro.
I feel a picture coming. I feel a
Yeah, it's
Photoshop
coming.
coming.
That's fucking
It's,
hilarious,
you know him.
dude.
He working on it.
How y'all doing, though, man?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
good,
dude,
man.
it's-
Blessed.
man,
blessed.
he's,
That's
Destro
good,
and
man.
Cobra Commander, man. I mean,
Yeah. It's neat. We need this. We need more like this, bro.
Yeah.
We need more like this. Plain and
Yeah.
simple, bro. Nostalgic. Everything
Yep.
from our childhood, bro. We need more like this. Been pushing for that for the longest time, bro. I've been wanting to see stuff like this for the longest time. I
Mhm.
want people and want companies to just, overindulge and just go ahead and start releasing everything from the IP, especially if you have the license to do it, or especially if you have the means to do it, bro. Stop sticking to like the same thing. As I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Eventually, a lot of us will start checking out of, just your typical hot toy figure if it's always a constant go back or throwback to what's already been done. We'll start going down the road of getting other things. Like I told you, bro, I'm starting to dip back into again, for me, classic Transformers, man, Gen 1.
Mhm.
For
Yeah,
me,
dude.
going back, looking for like old school stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still pushing, for somebody to give me G-Force and 6 scale, bro. I need that. I definitely need that, bro. This Destro is incredible, bro. That's what I'm
freaking
saying.
awesome,
Like,
dude. I pre-ordered them both, dude. I'm like, shit.
yeah,
It got me.
This
It
is,
got me.
like I said, they pulled these characters literally straight out of the cartoon.
yeah.
The body work that they do, I will say, I have the
Yeah,
Naruto, and then I have like 2 other Threezero figures, and the bodies that they use are great. It's just like they kind of squeak in terms of like when you want to pose them or you're trying to move them around, you do get this like occasional squeak there. It's not, it doesn't feel like it's like very smooth plastic underneath there, but I'm willing to deal with that if I paid $150 for it or less.
Exactly, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Like squeaking
And on top of that, if you're posing these figures, you get them in a. It's not like you're going to be moving it around constantly.
Yeah.
You're just trying to capture a certain pose. You get that pose that you want. Your display looks good. It's worth the money that you basically put into it. I mean, why not, bro? Like it's mean, bro. And this right here is just pure, bro. Like I remember, like again, I'm old as shit, so I've earned my stripes. But I just remember collecting G.I. Joe figures, bro, and just looking on the back cover because you always see the ones that you want, the ones that you don't have in your collection, that you could actually go back and get. Always having my mom's or like back in the day, like, yo, can we go out? Like, see, we used to have this spot called Kitty City, Lionel Kitty Cities. We used to always go there. We used to go to like well now even like upscale, like remember KB Toy Store. Remember that?
Yep.
Back in the day. So like it was that too. I mean, again, when you go on and looking for these figures, man, and just the pure nostalgic of it, now to see that you can actually have it in 1/6 scale form and they're not deviating from the classic, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, again,
bro.
it just makes it so worth it, man.
It hit me.
does.
I may grab Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow now because I
Bro.
was like, because
Bro,
I
and
mentioned that earlier before you joined. I was like, are they going to go anywhere?
Did they do a
Because that's all we
Baroness, bro?
saw, and now we're seeing more and more Joe, and I'm like, oh fuck, they are. They're doing it.
Did somebody do a Baroness already?
No, well, Sideshow a while back, but that was really what hit me because I was like, oh shit, I just saw Destro go up. I'm like, then they're doing it. They got to do a Baroness, and I
They
need a
definitely gotta
Baroness
do
and
a
a
Baroness,
Destro.
bro.
So
Yeah, they definitely got to do that, bro. Come on, give me them. Give me the Dreadnoughts, bro. I want all of them. Give me Zaymont, Tomax and Zaymont. Give me them as well.
Yes.
I want them. Like, come on, man. Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes. You know what I mean? Give me everybody, bro. Crimson Guards. We need to have the Crimson Guards because that was dope as well.
Zartan, all that.
Zartan, yeah, definitely, bro. Like, give it
Hell yeah.
everything, bro.
Where
Just
do these
all the way in.
go? That's the scary part for those who people out there are like, yeah, I've seen people in the chat right now like, I want this, I need this, pre-order this.
Yeah.
I just hope you got a clean, straight, concise plan of how you want to display these, because with all of what we collect
ready, bro. I'm like,
yeah, right.
You have to commit when you're like, this is what I'm gonna do, because I was that kid.
This is a lot.
Yeah, it is. But you know what?
Right.
To your point, $150, bro. That's nice. That doesn't feel too bad when you're like, oh, that's it. Okay, cool.
I'll take a $150 gamble before a $480 gamble or a $325 gamble any day of the week. I don't think anybody would do that. I think part of my point was before Lael got in was saying, like, you know, don't let your taste, you know, get so high above your means. So that where you're getting to the point where you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Lael, brother, cousins, Mafia, they've been in this game. Christian, they've been in this game for a little bit now. You guys see these collections on there and you're enticed, you're influenced, but it takes time, it takes experience. Sometimes there's mistakes that are made in between that process that a lot of people don't understand or see or know. So take your time. Protect your wallet. We always talk about my wallet hurting. Protect your wallet. It's okay, you know,
bro. Even some of us vets right now are hurting, bro. Like some of the ones
we're all hurting.
We are definitely hurting right now, bro. Like I've literally had to go back and cancel. Like literally, I just this week went back and canceled 22 orders, bro.
Damn.
Literally, 22, and it was specifically for a reason, because number one, I know where I'm leaning towards. And again, when we're talking about collecting, I just found myself more so like, so Star Wars always make an exception because these are new characters. Like, well, these are characters based on the lore, and even characters that are actually introduced. It's not like it's something based off of, you know, any type of comic that I've seen and that's been translated into live action. So I found myself with Marvel and with the MCU just collecting specifically because, and again, I'm one to say this, that I don't collect because of the likeness. I have to get away from that. I can care less with it. And once you start, for me, and just me personally, once it, you know, I found myself just more worried about how the head sculpt would be, if it would give it the accuracy to the actor, focusing less on the character that I wanted to see on screen. And that's where I found there was a problem. And when I looked at it that way, and I was like, look, if you're, because regardless of what I see, if you're still not capturing the accuracy of the character that I know and love from the books, then what am I doing? So I went through Marvel and just started canceling a whole bunch of shit, bro. Yeah. Like literally, that's just the way I was, because again, I know my loyalty to Star Wars. I am a Star Wars fan, and I'm more lenient when it comes to that because of my loyalty to the IP. And I'm just not, I'm not really married to the concept of collecting just because of the likeness of an individual, because half of those actors don't even like the characters that they play. To be quite honest,
or really know anything about the essence of the
exactly, and they don't capture that. Even the directors, the writers don't give you the essence of it. You know what I mean? Christian, your collection looks super clean, bro.
Just fucking bring him up.
Thanks.
Bam.
Oh no, don't.
I'm bringing you up.
Super clean there, bro. And on top of that, you got the graph, motherfucker.
Whoa! Oh my god, bro. Yes.
Well. All right. Fine.
Damn Chewbacca. The Chewbacca. And
you know what? Just Christian, let us marvel at what you got.
Well, no,
right now,
you guys don't need to marvel. You guys can just see the menu and just take it. All right. Fine.
Familiar hat
bro,
up there, my
look
friend.
at that, bro. Look how clean that. And then you have something down there. You have something specifically down there that I am hating on, and I think you know what I'm looking at right now, right below K2SO and BB. Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, I love that, bro. Your display is super clean.
Thank you. Dude. That means a lot to me.
Super clean. I am loving everything that I'm seeing right now. See, that's how you collect.
That's
That's
Stop it.
how you collect. That's how you make it look good.
Everyone
bro.
has their way. No, there's no right and wrong. No. But
No.
thank you. But thank
But
you.
that's
But thank you.
clean.
You're making them blush.
That is clean.
Exactly.
I love that, bro.
Damn.
That is super clean. That's
And nice
what I'm loving
posters,
about
And
by
it.
the way.
and the poses. That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking at. The poses.
Yeah, the
Killing
poses
it.
are so dope.
Oh
So
my
you know,
God.
I'm basically taking a mental picture and stealing some stuff. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I took a screenshot. I ain't
I heard a little there. They got you on 4K, bro. You're done. You
Yeah,
switch
boy,
poses
you got
tonight.
4K blasted.
If I see a good pose, I will still oppose. I don't care. I give you
Yeah,
credit too.
bro.
I'm like, look, he did it.
Yeah, nah,
Take it.
definitely
it.
loving the collection, bro. Definitely
Dude.
loving the collection. Hey, yo, can you bring Late Bloomer in a little bit? I just need to look back. No, Hobie Brown. I need to look back.
Oh yeah,
Kobe
I'll bring it.
Bryant.
One sec. Let
Bring
me
Kobe
address Rockamon Chris real quick though, dude. Thanks, brother man, for that $10 bomb, dude. He says if it shines in the sun, it goes in the collection. Space be damned. Space is an illusion. I'm gonna keep gobbling up whatever I can at a discounted price though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, dude.
Very smart.
Do appreciate it, man. I do appreciate. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I brought Christian. Yeah, all right. You know, Christian got the full screen treatment.
Yeah,
You
you got to
get
bring. I need to.
You
I
gotta
need to look
That's
at.
what we do here.
Need to look at Hobie stuff back. Let me see what he got going on. Nice little display, mood light, and everything like that with the microphone. I see what you're doing there, boy.
Oh yeah, man. They got the comics up there too.
Yeah, I see that. Nice. I love
man.
it, bro. Love
Appreciate
it.
it,
See, that's what I'm
appreciate
talking
it.
about. This is what we do and how we love this, bro. I already seen Brother Cousins. You know he cheats, so I don't need to.
Man, that Carnage does look pretty sick up there too,
It
bro.
does.
Man, I'm telling you, I was saying it. I think it's one of the best figures that have come out this year.
Yeah.
When it comes to all of the R&D that Hot Toys has put into bodies in general,
Yeah.
we're talking about drop down legs. We're talking about like pop in shoulders to to lessen that gap between the body and the arm. Like it really conceals it. It makes it seem very seamless. Like they have a lot. I'm talking about magnetic, tongue, the tendrils. Everything that Hot Toys can do is on display with that figure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know what? But the sad part about it is, bro, you see how magnificent the figure is, the detail, just even like the texture of the body itself and what you can do with it. But you also, when you see something like that and it looks fantastic, but then you sit back and just think about like all the missed opportunities, bro. If you can give us a body like that, you could have definitely taken your time and gave us the proper lizard. You could have done that. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't have been a problem, bro, at all. That's what I'm saying. Like you're showing us what you can actually do, but you're dancing around the opportunities that you have. You know what I mean? Like it's like even when I think about OT, we still don't have Gamorrean guards, and I still want Gamorrean guards in my collection, bro. Like I literally do. You know what I mean? I'm just in general just talking about the missed opportunities for things that they don't have. And for them, there's no excuse to say, well, we're only licensed to do certain things. No, you've had all of this for a long time. So again, that Carnage, mind you, mine has only been taken out the box to inspect it, and I put it back in the box because I have to create the other space to really do what I want to do, because again, putting it in a DTOF, it doesn't do it justice.
No, he's way too big.
I'll tell you, this is the closest that you will get to unboxing a 1/4 scale figure within 1/6 scale. The box, the sheer just like impression it makes on the shelf. That's why it's just part of the whole. A lot of the impression comes from the unboxing experience. You're talking about you unfurl that thing, and then you got a bunch of all of these accessories on the door itself, and then you got the figure inside, then the tray. It's like this is a massive thing. It took the R&D just to package the thing. Somebody didn't eat with their wife for a week just to figure out how to package the damn thing.
Bro.
Dude.
True.
Like it is. That's what I'm saying. It's incredible, man.
Braden, our friend in the house, man, dude. Just want to say what's up, man. What is up, Braden, man? My dude. He says, Happy Father's Day from Australia. It's Father's Day for them. Brother Cousins, Lale, and all the fathers in the chat. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Thank you very much,
man.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Braden. Appreciate you, brother.
Man.
Appreciate you.
Braden's a brother, man.
Yes, he is.
He's out there, man. Gamorreans from Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, another missed opportunity. Yeah,
no, exactly. Missed out. And on top of that, bro, they slimmed them down in Book of Boba Fett.
They kind of beefed them up a little, kind of slimmed them down.
They slimmed them down. They gave them a bit more like, agility, movement, stuff like that. I mean, again, it was another opportunity missed, but it is what it is, bro. I'm just saying they show there's moments, and we know what they're capable of, bro. We already know what they are well capable of doing. They show moments of just majesticness, bro. They're just incredible. You know what I mean? They show those moments, those pockets, those moments where they can do things like that. But then they just fall off and just say, you know what, we're going to go back and give people what they want, what they've been asking for according to their market. You know what I mean? And that's why I was even like, I want to talk about this tomorrow. Like, okay, for instance, the One Piece figures. I heard some people talking about why are they doing it? Because it sells and it will sell in their market. You know what I mean? It will happen. Again, yes, the One Piece figures will sell. And for people that think that they won't, it will. It is a popular IP, and over there, it will sell to individuals. It's just the scene. What I'm saying is, if you're catering to that market, but then that we spend a lot of money over here as well, you know what I mean? Throw us a bone every now and then. Throw us more bones, man. Just, kind of give us a little bit more. But
see, Leo, to your point, though, even in the reverse to that, we have in this picture, you see how his leg is stretching? Yeah. This gives me hope for Mr. Fantastic or Kamala Khan, right?
Or
we can
see Dolls dude from Iconic.
Yeah, exactly. We had that conversation too. It's like, how did they do that? I think Anthony, we literally had this conversation like a couple weeks ago. This is our answer right here. This is how they're going to probably, anybody in 1/6 is probably going to approach any character that stretches like this, right?
Yeah. What I love about this is, and I actually watched the first episode today with my daughter. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it. I was like, damn, okay, I see. This is good. What I like about this is the fact that when have we got like something? We always talk about something different. Here's just something different. And here's the fact of I don't like the joints. Like, I do think they went like joint crazy on it. But for what it is, I respect it.
It makes sense for what it is.
It's no different than 𝗦𝗢𝗠 and fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not. I mean,
Cable has the same elbow joints. And I'm like.
I knew for them it would be kind of hard for them to do it any other way. For these particular figures, but again, it will sell because there are people out there that want it. But my problem is that you're showing us this figure and you only gave us a sneak peek of 𝗕𝗙𝗎𝗏 a few weeks ago, and we still don't have that figure, man.
I know.
Like, come on, man.
We still don't have fucking Return of the Jedi either, bro.
Nope. We don't have Return of the Jedi.
Well, I think the scrutiny with that stuff is more on them. This was easy for them. You know what I'm saying? They just had to come with it because the head sculpt is dead on point. That looks like brother in the movie. So the head sculpt is on point. With these, it was easier to get these out, and nobody saw this coming. That was the thing. Nobody. I don't think anybody in the community had an inkling of.
Didn't they?
They put out a little post
on their page. They put out a post a few weeks ago, or about a month ago or so, that they were going to actually.
But it was the IP. And they almost got us in like a little fine print thing because I don't know if it said like 1/6 underneath, like this is going to be 1/6 collectibles. It just said we're going to launch into the One Piece IP, and then a few weeks after that they dropped Cos Babies, and I thought that was the end of this. I was like, because I was all hype and I was like, we're not going to get those, and then I saw this and it was a pleasant surprise. Another thing I want to attach to that is One Piece as a series, this is more popular or more profitable than Spider-Man, Batman, anything that we've made here in America in the last 10 years, as far as written, comics. This is blowing it out the water. One Piece is worldwide massive. It may not be as massive in the United States. It's starting to get there now because more and more people are getting into anime.
Yeah,
but it's massive. You think this won't sell here? You're probably only going to get a limited amount of copies over here. Sideshow's probably not as privy to that, right? Depends on how the show does over here. But overall, over there, these gonna sell out regardless because people are going to show up. They love this,
and that's why I said there's a market for it, and some people are naive to that because there is a heavy market for One Piece, bro. Because I was seeing it even in certain comments, people are like, "Well, why? Where did this come from? This would never. No, it will sell." So they were smart in that aspect because again, this has a following. Hell, go to Otakon 1 year. Just go to Otakon in Washington, D.C. 1 year. Literally go 1 year. And you will see so many One Piece characters running around, bro. Like straight up. Like this is really, really huge. You know what I mean? To kind of piggyback off of what Obi Brown was saying. This like literally is huge. It is a huge IP and people attach themselves to it. Especially if you go over the seas, if you go to even in Australia, it's huge. Even in, that's what I'm saying. Like these things will sell, and that's why I'm saying like it's magic, but throw us a bone every now and then over here on the northern region, man. Pretty much do it, but yeah, I'm happy that they did. I was excited when I saw this, bro. Yeah, because I'm like they are giving us something that's different, that's unique, and it lets us know that there's opportunity for them to expand in other IPs and give us something as well, bro. And I'm hoping that they do it because like this, and it looks good. Don't get me wrong, bro. It looks just like the characters on the screen. It looks just like the characters
that hair sculpting is fantastic. He got short hair, short spiky hair. Yeah, bro. And they got that down packed. Like my favorite saying, some dude didn't eat with his wife for about 2 weeks to get this down, but he got it.
He did, bro.
Did y'all see the special edition though of Monkey D. Luffy though, the P-Rock edition?
Yeah. I think I might have used that on my airwaves.
You put it up. That was funny as hell, bro. I agree exactly with what Leo was saying too, because when look, it's so hard, man, because we're all part of a community, man. Whether we're friends or foes or whatever, we're all still part of this community, man. So we always see things, right? Whether it's on certain Facebook groups or just the Hot Toy posts or things on Reddit or Collectors Freaks or wherever you go, within this bubble of 6 scale collecting. And it's like,
I'll be right back.
It's crazy because I heard so many people being like, hey, the fuck is this for? What is this? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And I'm like, dude, there's so many people out there that have almost some of the same people are saying, hey, you know what? I'm kind of tired of all the Disney stuff.
Yeah,
it's always Star Wars and Marvel and then some DC, and then I'm like, well, there's something new. So it's like, I'm cool with it. It's like, we don't have to buy it. I never understood the logic because people are like, oh, why would they do this when they could have done something else? Well, it's not like they're going out of business tomorrow. Like things are still coming out. Like, so
right.
True.
And I think they themselves are sick of making the same shit over and over again. Like, right. I would want to like blow my brains out if I had to make. You Late Bloomer, you got to make your 15,000 Iron Man today. I'd like fucking end it. Yeah. So it's just from an art standpoint, I get it. Like they want to go on to other newer endeavors that challenge them. So when they come back to Star Wars or Marvel, they bring some actual experience. They bring some, new insight. So you don't get the same damn figure. Like
this reminds me of what Hot Toys used to be. That's the thing. Hot Toys was that, you see NR they doing that now. It's like they're doing those. Main reason they're doing them because they don't have those IPs that Hot Toys have. But you're right. I think Hot Toys has been locked in so long with the Disney IP till it's kind of like just doing shit in the blind. Just like, okay, just phoning it in. It got to a point where they were phoning it in. Right. And then when you start hearing all these other companies, Iconic, NR, and shit, even the third party, even with some of the shit they were doing, they were like, shit, we gotta.
It was getting hot in the kitchen.
Yeah, we gotta step it up. We're the king, and they still gonna be the king no matter what. but they gotta also put, and I always say this, sometimes you just gotta put your balls on the table, like, look, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're starting to see that again. And I'll be honest, like, I wasn't familiar with One Piece. I wasn't familiar at all with it. But then when I started reading up on it, I was like, oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is money. This is good money for them. And it brings them out to a whole nother fan base, not just your Disney kids, not just your Star Wars and Marvel kids.
Yeah, and so, look, they're following suit too, bro. I mean, let's not, take away from the fact that they're also getting rolling eyes. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? Like,
no.
It's very true. I know a couple of people in the chat pointed it out. I mean, we said this a lot, man. I will say collectively, we as a community in the States often forget there's a lot of people here who just think that, there's a whole fucking world out there, and there's a huge Asian market that loves tons and tons of stuff that maybe some of us might be like, what is this? Like, I probably won't buy these. I don't never watch the show. I never watched the anime. I have no connection to it, whatever. That doesn't mean that there's thousands of people out there that are going to be very interested in these, so it's like, kind of take a step back sometimes and look around, sort of, you just be like, hey, there's a whole world out there, man. There's a lot of people that really love certain things that, I mean, Christian, the perfect example. I mean, you're in South Korea, and you've told me how many times there's just certain things out there that just don't hit, that are extremely popular here, and
no,
that's a big thing.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I am in the Asian market, and I know this One Piece IP is, I am pretty safe to say it is the most popular anime IP out there in Asia, like in every goddamn generation. So like, I know this IP was gonna be a big hit, and I know from the fact when they kind of teased, when Netflix teased that they're gonna make a show, and they showed out their casting and everything, that's when the whole community kind of blew up. It's like they were kind of repellent on how the show was kind of executed and how the casting was done. So this is very different from how you guys see it, because like you guys are kind of like fresh to this. You guys are not familiar with the IP. You guys just got known to this from the show, from Netflix. So you guys have no like kind of that connection
like
with
frame
the
of
original
reference
IP,
to the actual anime,
like
right?
the anime. So
yeah,
and
I could see that. Like, my sister loves the anime. Like, she's watched all that shit. So I know of it. I just don't know it. I never really got into it. But I also know that because of Netflix too. I mean, one of the big problems was fucking Cowboy Bebop, right? They made it. Yeah. They made a show.
Yeah.
And they didn't respect any of the source material, and it fucking bombed.
Yep.
And it was canceled like first season. So I think there's apprehensiveness there from an anime community standpoint as well, because now they're like, well, now you're gonna do a One Piece. Well, wait a minute, fool me once, so but from what I've heard from members in the community here, the first couple episodes are seemingly they're right on to the source material. So that's good. That's good for people, because that's like watching that live action, I forget, that Dragon Ball movie they did, and the Street Fighter Chun-Li movie, like, shit like that. You're like, dude, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing to our IP? So,
and that's the thing. I've been so out of anime for years. Like, I'm an older anime guy. Like, back in the day, like, I'm talking like Riding Beam. That's going way back. That's like 88. Like Riding Beam, Pet Shop of Horrors, Gundam Wing, all the Gundams. That was like my stuff for years, and I've been out of it a lot. But yeah, when I started like really doing a deep dive on that, over the last 48 hours, just to familiarize myself with the IP, I was like, shit, I see why they did the damn figures.
Yeah, people are always like intimidated by like the episode count and how long One Piece has been going on. But Luffy as a character is one of the best written characters of all time in any media.
Oh, wow.
In any medium. Like, they're giving you tidbits of what type of guy he is. He's like, what's your dream? And you tell him, like, I want to be, like, for us, like, I want to be the greatest collector ever. And then he instead of saying like, oh, that sounds cool, it's like, well, how can I help you get there? I want to be something like that too, but how can I help you get there? Right? That's the power of Luffy. Is he's got an amazing heart. He's an amazing person, and he has this determination to be one of the greatest to ever do it. But what does he want to do? He wants to be a pirate. Well, we all know that comes with negative connotations. Well, he wants to be something different. He wants to change that definition. And I think we could all, from a human standpoint, could all relate to that in some sort of fashion. That's at the essence is what makes Luffy so great as a character.
I mean, bro, you just hit it on the head because
Yeah,
like the One Piece IP with Luffy, I mean the show in anime, what, like thousands of episodes? It's not just smashing and just fighting. It's not mainly about. It's mostly about the character's long story arc. It's very heartwarming.
Right, character driven.
It's all about friendship, and it's all about like all that. You know, just you just said it, Late Boomer. It's all about that. So that's why so many people were drawn into it, and that's why they have so much love into that character. So I do understand why there was some kind of repellence from the OG fans, but talking about the figure itself, I would have preferred if it had like a bison body with kind of like you know, the joints.
Sure, or they just had the attachments, you know, that pop out, so you know, seamless arm attachments.
Take the arms, that's all.
Ones.
But
we've had that.
Also
we've had that from other
like,
companies too.
Hardcore collectors, they might just get the figure and just bison body up. You know, a lot of people do that with a lot of figures anyway. So
I may have to watch it, man, because honestly, I've been out of the fucking loop for decades, bro. I think like when I was back in our day, dude, they called that shit Japanimation, man. Remember that shit?
That's right.
That's
right.
Time.
Yep. We had a store here called Japanimation.
Yeah, you remember that? And like Ghost in the Shell was fucking dope. I remember renting that, and fucking Ninja Scroll. They ended up making a series of that, but I never watched it. And then after school, like we would get like Ronin Warriors here in the States. Remember that? So
there's some really good stuff that's like you can go from, all right, do I want like a kind of a child focused adventure that, you know, can kind of bleed the lines into adult media? Or do I want to, you know, like something like that, or Berserk, where people are literally dying and it's tragic, and there's adult themes from sex to drugs to addiction to religion, all of these things that we deal with in an adult sphere, right? There's all these different tastes within anime. A lot of people like look at it and they say, oh, Pokemon, or, you know, something like that, or even like Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. But these stories, there's a lot more to them than just, you know, the animation or the art style. You know, Goku's literally an alien who wants to protect the planet that he crash landed on. That's compelling, right? You know, we go on and on and on with that stuff, but anime is growing, and within the last 10 years, it has been literally killing our American comics, blowing them out of the water, so like by millions, by the thousands selling, while people are barely showing up for comics. You know what they're doing? They're going back and buying old comics and they're grading them, because that's more fulfilling, right? And they know those stories are intact and those stories are impactful, rather than the ones that we're getting right now, you know, not as impactful and controversial in terms of the takes that they, you know, and
that's a big
whatever
thing,
they're
dude.
trying to do.
Like, all the manga and stuff, it's outselling comics right now. It's pretty intense, dude. Let's segue in real quick. Got a couple chats, man. Brick Artemis, what's up, my brother, man? Says able to catch you guys live. It's been a while. It has, my friend, dude. Thank you for chiming in, and I believe you had sent a super sticker, man. So thank you much. That's funny. It comes in as like descriptive text. It takes the image. It says a red hand pointing up. But dude, thank you so much, man, for that super sticker, dude. And 𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫, man, thank you so much as well for $5 super chat. I want Street Fighter the movie figures. Don't judge me. I don't judge you, man. I'll take them.
I'll take that. And
I'll
yes,
take
another
Raw,
opportunity to get a Ming-Na win.
Ming-Na, Chun-Li.
Fuck yes.
Van Damme.
You know, that figure, we're getting third parties and stuff, and we're still, you know, we're waiting on Iconic. But that would be funny as all get out if you got the Chun-Li from the game, had a, you know, a custom like head sculpt, of Ming-Na. Oh my god, that would be awesome to see that.
Yep.
That would be pretty
in
awesome, dude.
form. That would be awesome though.
I want it.
No, that would be dope, dude. Guys, I got one more thing to talk about real quick. I don't know what happened to Lael. He'll probably be back in a second. So before we wrap, we're kind of over that 2-hour mark.
Sorry about that. I had to see my daughter out.
No, you're okay, brother. You are okay.
Yeah, appreciate that, bro.
I want to bring this up real quick though. Before we got the Pennywise final production piece photos. In art, correct? Yes. Now, before you, I hear you grimacing over there, Jay. Let me preface this for a minute before we talk about it. Do you think? Hear me out, because I commented on this. Do you feel like maybe the photographer just kind of pulled it out of the box, didn't really fuss with the outfit or anything? Maybe doesn't know the IP that maybe because I was hearing some people complain and say, hey, look, it doesn't look like the suit's very. It could just be like right out of the box, but it's just. I don't know, but anyway, go ahead, Jay. You seem to want to say something.
I don't know. I mean, I don't, I don't want to be one of these people that's just poo-pooing on it. It's like, oh my god, da, 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 da. I mean, I still think it looks phenomenal. It does. The suit does look a little baggy as shit.
Yeah.
And what we saw in the pictures, I mean, and the prototype photos, it was on point. And when I saw those prototype photos and just looking at everything that we were getting from NR and the whole thing from that from the Joker what we had and how they knocked that out of the park, I ain't even gonna lie. I consciously went in my display, took the Hot Toys one and just sold it off. I remember that because I was like, no, this is they killed it with the proportions and everything. They killed it. Now I look at this one and I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little concerned, just a little concerned. I think I see what you're saying, Anthony. Let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe they just pulled it out the box and
that looks like fresh out of a box, kind of.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they took time to do any futzing with it. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That could be a thing. So I don't want to say too much right now until we really see, those, until we get it, until we know our guy's gonna get it in hand. We got a couple friends that's gonna get it in hand, and then
Gotta fuck with clowns.
And when we see,
that's funny. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do not fuck with clowns, bro.
No, they
don't do that shit. Nah,
but with this right here, so it really depends. It really depends. Like I said, I think the head sculpt.
I don't like that.
They nailed it. God damn, that's freaky as shit.
That is.
You don't like that?
Yeah, if you don't like clowns, that second episode of One Piece is gonna get you. Just saying. Strap in.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I don't. See, I wasn't going to get this in the first place, bro. But I mean, just clearly off of the prototype, it looked good, and I think that this still does look good. Remember, we are looking at that second head sculpt. I don't know what the first one. Well, there's the first one there, sort of. But I and that looks. I think it is like again, Mafia. I think you hit it right on the nose, bro. They took it out the box and maybe they didn't fuss with it right, because if I'm looking at this versus the production photos for Hot Toys, it's a win for Hot Toys when it comes to the photography and how they've done it.
That's true.
But I'm pretty sure that once you get this, like this is, I don't know if people like Bretta is going to get it in hand and we'll be able to see it there. I guess you just have to wait and see what those individuals do once they get it in hand. But again, I see it and I'm like, there's a lot that goes into it. So it is more time consuming to get it right when you're taking photos. And I don't think that they took the time to really get it right before they took those photos, because right now it just looks like, I don't know. But I guess we just have to see, because again, this is just the final product, but it hasn't been shipped yet, correct?
Yeah.
No, but it should be shipping soon-ish. So
week, probably.
Yeah.
I'll just say this right at this point right now. Out of the 3 releases, this I'm kind of feeling, and I think most of the community would share this sentiment, that this is kind of the lacking of the 3. Because I mean, just looking at Joel's review of Gandalf this week, I think that was actually an improvement over the Joker.
Yeah.
This right here, we just have to still wait and see. And I get it. The costume is kind of weird anyway. Like this is something that you just can't pull out of the box. It has to be futzed with and really, set up right. And I think it's not set up right. So we really can't say, like, I agree with both of you guys. We really can't say anything until we actually
see it. This right now, it just looks like he got beat up by a whole bunch of kids at Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I mean? It does, bro.
Oh, that's funny too.
See, like at his waistline, it's like wrinkled up. Like my mom would beat my ass if I walked out with them wrinkles. Like, can we get like a 1/6 scale like iron or something? Like we need to throw that in the dryer or something. Knock the wrinkles out, boy.
It's a bit, but look, because we've all had figures like this. I mean, a lot of people forget like 1/6 is great, but there's also one thing that 1/6, inadvertently, it's just that they can't control it typically. But one of the main problems that we have is that we have to deal with gravity. There's a lot of clothing like that comes out and it just doesn't look right. I mean, even like with the Joker, like I would pull the trench down and you'd use like double-sided tape, attach it to the legs or something, like a trench coat, because it'll poof. I think these materials kind of naturally kind of poof out like that, and it's true. It's hard sometimes. Or like you'll take like a thin wire and kind of rope it around and make a cape flow, like things like that. You want to try to incorporate that gravity and that realism, and all the time we get stuff out of the box and you're like, oh, you really got to futz with things, man. And I don't know exactly what we could do with this in that situation. Okay, I kind of agree with you guys. We probably got to get it in hand, see how it works. But
I think again, once people get it in hand, they'll be able to kill it. You know what I mean? I think they'll, we'll definitely, people like, I think 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗕, he's going to get it, or he might have it in hand. If he gets it, bro, I know he's going to do it some justice. I know there's so many toy photographers out here, that do some crazy shit. So they're going to kill it. So I mean that I would definitely want to see. But these photos right now, he looks like he been through some shit.
I like the cracking of the the paint on the sculpt. I think they did that well. And I had the NR Joker for a little bit of time. And I want to say just their application of rooting is really good.
It is.
I think it's really, really solid. Not like the other ones that we've gotten from Hot Toys. It's like a little loose. Their hair is a little loose. But with NR, and I'm looking at here with the clown here, I can see that the hair is going to really stay in place. You're not going to have to worry about that. It just seems like this is really going to be more of a tailoring thing.
Yeah, the head sculpt.
What the hell going on? Who got?
𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗕, I'm just laughing at it. He said, hell no clowns for this dude. That's crazy.
Funny. Yeah, man. No, look, I agree. And that's the thing, dude. Like, is Wings funny? If it's over baggy, I don't know how do you futz with it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know until it's in hand. It could just be you crimp it in, pull the joints down. Maybe that could be an issue of the fuck is this?
Okay.
Word.
Okay, enough.
Oh, you did that.
Enough.
Okay.
Let's
What's going on?
I had to get rid of mine, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It could be if you have the arms straight down, then the fabric's gonna pull down and stretch, right? And if you come up, it might poof. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, like, I'm not a huge fan of this movie, or I didn't pre-order this, but I think the sculpt is 10 out of 10, and the rooted hair is amazing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The thing is, like, I hear a lot of this issue with the puffing, with the volume, but correct me if I'm wrong. Why do I feel like the community did give feedback on their kind of prototype and did kind of request this kind of bigger volume?
You mean with the clothes?
Yeah.
I think they did. I think what one of the biggest issues that people had was the difference between the collar. It was the collar from the Hot Toys version, because they said the collar sat a little bit too low. Yep. So I know that's what they wanted. I didn't know, because I mean, again, I don't know what they were saying about this, because I didn't want it. I wasn't going to get it from the
Or you just kind of checked out.
So I checked out from it.
I
but
kind of did
yeah,
too.
they might have been. Christian, you might have been right. Like they might have been asking for, more volume.
Well, here's the
That's
thing
okay.
I'll say.
And the thing is, wait, let
go
me
ahead.
just say this. I'm not a big fan, but if you ask me, I think this looks good. Anyways, I mean, compared with the Hot Toys version, it's just me. Design-wise, the bigger volume with the puffing, I think it looks better. And I don't think that's a big issue. Like, if you want to dial it down a little, I am pretty sure you can kind of touch that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I think
good
that the
point.
volume is good. I just think that they need to touch it up a bit as far as
Exactly.
if they futz with it, like the volume is going to work. And again, we saw that with the prototype itself. You know what I mean? The volume is there. I just think that they need to, especially if you put it this way, presentation is a must in anything that we do. Presentation when you're trying to sell a product is a must. And I just think that they need to take better photos, maybe futz with it a bit to make it look more presentable. Because right now
Agreed.
it just, and maybe, and again, we're just seeing the first time production photos, and I know they're going to nail it going through.
And that's the thing
Even
that-
this right here looks good. Like this one right here looks really good. It looks like a zany clown, doing his thing. But again, I just think that when you're trying to sell things, the presentation needs to be a tad bit better.
Yeah,
And that's the thing,
it's
the
like a glue instead of milk in like the cereal commercials. Like you want to.
yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, that was a great point. It's the same, and that's the thing. The prototype was just so damn good, and that's what got me. The proportions on that prototype was just like it was perfect. It was perfect. So seeing this, I can look at it and see, yeah, it looks a little off from the prototype. But once again, that could be the photographer not really just like, we're just gonna throw something out quick, and that's what it looks like. Looks like this was done quick, because I mean, this was shocking that this was ready so quickly. I thought this was like I thought we wouldn't see this until towards the end of the year, personally.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure.
I thought we were getting the Batman next. That's the one I'm waiting on, bro. My
Yeah.
all-in set. That's the one I want to see.
Man.
You know
It's
what
the
I mean?
race right now. Hot Toys seems like
Yeah.
theirs is like, we got stuff going on with RoboCop that,
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with that though, bro? Because isn't it supposed? I mean, because it is released, right?
Well,
Well, it seems
my
like more
Gotham
of a,
It's an
spies
issue, a QC issue.
have
Yeah.
told me that yes, it's a QC issue. They basically
Oh, really?
pontificated that maybe Sideshow had got it, looked at it to do their unboxing, was like, "Oh, this is fucked up," send it back.
Oh shit!
That's what the kind of theory is right now. All we do know is that them shits really didn't get out of them boxes. Them boxes, they shipped them right back.
Really?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah,
We'll have to
that's
wait.
It
good.
happened before where Toys
Okay.
Blunderland was quick on the draw saying, "Oh yeah, some shit out," and then it got sent back. I think that didn't something like that happen with the comic version of Iron Man?
I have them, yeah. So the
Yeah.
comic Origins Iron Man, it went up and then they pulled it because the base
Mhm.
has the compartments flip to where you put in the AAA batteries, right? The problem is there was no screw hole to unscrew it. There's no
Yeah,
Phillips,
unscrew it,
and then when you open it, there's no battery, there's no
Compartment.
springs, there's nothing in it.
Yeah, so they had to
So they-
really send it back. Yeah.
So- and then they shipped it like that.
Mhm.
So like I actually got I don't think it's around, it's here somewhere, but I got a small red square box with just all red. It just has a Hot Toys logo on it, and then when you open it, it's the new base. It has the proper. So
Yeah.
Whoever was doing
Agent.
QA, he eating beans now, and I know he got fired.
Yeah.
They got that man.
So, but for me, here's the only interesting thing I'll say about this Pennywise before we wrap, guys, is that this is going to be the first figure, from InArt that we're going to have a direct comparison of a relatively new release, right? Because Hot Toys just came out, a year or so ago, not that long ago. So I'd say that's still current, and then you're going to have this one. So for those of you out there who have it, you know, you can have a direct comparison of two fairly new releases. You know, not that it's a competition directly, but you know what I mean. You'll be able to judge for yourself on which one you think. Because like the Joker's not fair, right? The Hot Toys one's like 10 years old.
So many years.
But I'm gonna tell you that Hot
with
Toys
Batman.
Pennywise still holds up, bro. I don't care what nobody says. It still holds up. It still definitely looks good, despite you know the issues with the collar. I think it still looks good. It looks great in most collections. So again, best of both worlds. You have an option to get, you know, whichever one you want to get. So yeah, man.
Head sculpt wise, the N art is still gonna kind of win through the head sculpt if you're all into that. But I think with the honestly, I do like the Hot Toys sewer base better than the diorama we get with the N art. I'm not even.
I agree.
I like that better. I know it's simple.
Look, I'll say the sewer base is cool. It's really unique. You can have a lot of fun with photos and different opportunities, you know, with it. But the NR one might actually be, you know, a pretty sturdy, solid, you know, nice base too. I think they both have their advantages from what I'm looking at.
It's a nice, the Pennywise. I mean, the NR version is a nice backdrop look. But I think the innovation with the one that we got from Hot Toys, having that, you know, again, there's so many different things you can do with it. Mixed media. I mean, even when I saw somebody actually put the Deadpool head under, I was like, yo, that was ingenious. That was incredible, bro. So the thing is, there's so many things you can do with that, and it looks great in your display.
Creatively,
so
you know, you have opportunities there.
So I mean, you know, there were a few people that said that, oh no, I'm never selling off that Hot Toys version because I love it. And yeah, I agree. I think it's really good. It's just that now you have options. Always good to have options in whatever we actually do. Just like, I mean, again, the classic suit Loki versus the So Toys version. You know what I mean? You have the best of both worlds. They both look good. Even though I was going to get it, I had an opportunity to get it, but I'm just like, did I need it? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's. But I mean, again, I mean, it's with this Pennywise, you know, you're right. It is something, you know, that, you know, people will have a chance to compare, contrast, to say, you know, whether or not I want this version, that version. Because I think for the Hot Toys version is still available, correct?
I think so.
Shit,
Sure.
I think it's
finally sell out.
Yeah, I was like,
know.
that was like a peg warmer at Sideshow for a cool minute. Like,
is it still available? I'm not sure.
Because it sold out and then it came back. That was one of those.
I don't know. It might be sold out, but I thought it might be. It could still be.
I guess we
available.
can look. I closed the window, but let me look. Let me look.
all I know is they fuck around and start doing all them horror villains again.
Yeah.
People gonna be Wallace gonna be hurt.
Yeah, he's
bro.
waitlisted. He's waitlisted.
He's
on
waitlisted.
site.
Okay.
He's not sold out.
It's
but,
open.
Wait,
It's open.
doesn't
Wait.
matter. Yeah, but the point is, it took a while. It took a while for it to go because it's a very niche already in a niche, right? The horror community within 1/6 is smaller than the 1/6 community, you know. So it's that's why, you know, NR didn't do a big run of this Pennywise, for example. So not to mention that they do kind of already have a direct competition with that Pennywise release from Hot Toys because it is such a small demographic. So I wouldn't imagine seeing a large run for that. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you one thing, that Joker is great.
It is.
The Joker's great.
Absolutely.
You know, finally came in. I did the review. I just haven't put it up yet. It'll probably come up next week. But I was like, damn, like,
love it, bro.
I mean, from the neck down, it's still really good, man. The soft goods are really nice.
It was. So I had a guy come yesterday because he changed out my dishwasher. He basically had to install like a new one because the one that we had was broke, so we got a new one installed. And he came down here because he had to turn off one of the switches from like the power outlet. He had to actually turn it off so he can install it. So he had to get behind, you know, this display to see it. So I come downstairs, you know, I had breakfast, whatever. I came downstairs and he's just standing there looking. And he's looking down. And I'm like, well, I know he's looking at the display. He was like, yo, he said, I've looked at everything that you have here. He said, but that display with the Joker and the Batman and how you did that white room, he's like, can you explain to me? I said, all right, if you get on your knees, you can look up and see that there's an LED light that's shining down and it's easy. It's an easy spot. But he's like, it just brings that Joker to life. You know, he's like, he loves, like, it's one of his favorite films. And that's, you know, it's a testament to NR, bro. Like, they really, really nailed it. They nailed it, bro. They
Yeah.
did.
They really did. The sculpt
Dude,
was something
you
else.
did.
But what you did with that display, bro, that was fucking amazing.
It
That's
was,
just
dude. It looks awesome,
creativity. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Bro,
just
that-
creativity. That's just
Yeah, it
amazing.
was fun, bro. It's fun when we do stuff like that. Like when we
Mhm.
just start putting stuff together, bro. Like you don't know, like sometimes, and then like when we're displaying our figures, when we're creating these displays, sometimes there's a happy accident that makes so much sense. It's like, well, I didn't think about doing it that way, but I'm glad I did. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a phenomenal experience, bro. So,
Even
but
as
yeah.
just so as far as a figure falling down, you're like, dang, I can't get that pose, and you do another
Yup.
pose. Like, I like that pose better. Like
Yeah,
happy
bro.
accidents like that. Yeah, you really got me with that one. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fun of it all. You'll
Mhm.
start tweaking things, or something unintentional happens, and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just tweaked this just a little bit.
Quick,
Bam, we're there.
quick question, Anthony. If I may, Mike Latoris, question here.
Yeah.
The rumor about So. Do we know anything about that? That's interesting. 'Cause I didn't hear anything about it.
What's the
don't
rumor?
know about-
So-so?
I don't know anything about
He
that.
has said something about them going under, and I haven't heard that at all.
Unlikely, and if they do, they'll change their name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So,
know, but it's because they
Uh-huh.
have been extremely quiet lately.
They have.
bro.
They
They
have.
have.
They have been super quiet. Like, and again, did they even release that Homelander yet?
I don't know.
Think so.
I don't think
I didn't
they
really pay
did.
attention to it.
I don't
I
think
know
they
the
did.
Soldier Lad is out. I know people have that,
Yeah,
and I
but
know
that
people have
Homelander-
Omni Man, and they have his son.
Invincible. Yeah, but they don't have. I don't know. I don't know if they released that.
Because there's another version of it, and I could be like conflating that version with this, but I'm not sure about that.
Old Man Logan.
Old
yes.
Man Logan. Yeah.
That came out with didn't that come out with the Invincible and the Rogue, and that was the one
They
that
got
here's the
announced
thing,
in
like-
the same window. Yes.
Yeah.
These are all like, I mean, this is bootleg stuff we're talking about, so anything can happen. Like
Yeah.
anything can happen. Like
Yeah.
they can get
Yeah.
raided one day, and then it's shut down, and then a new name comes
Hey,
up, and
Didn't
and they don't have that
DC
production power. Like
didn't Warner Brothers or DC actually already? There was a threat that went out against them before, and that's why basically, the threat didn't go against them. The threat went against the distributor, Toys Wonderland, in which at that particular point they had to pull those figures from their site, and then they switched it over to the other site that they have.
yeah,
And that's how they were able to sell those figures. But then I think that even got pulled for a second. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's been silence. But again, in this space, a lot of us know, especially if you are not licensed to carry, there's no type of fair game. If they come at you, they come at you. When you're licensed, it's totally different. When you're unlicensed and they come at you, yeah, it's especially if companies, if they have the backing of companies that are licensed to carry their product, and they think that you're challenging the competition at that point, and you're not licensed.
Oh, you out of there.
Man. Yeah, nah,
yeah.
bro.
It can vary. I mean, I'm not trying to scare anybody out there, but that is a reality of this. I mean, when you're more dealing with those companies, so we'll wait and see. They could just be laying low. They could just be working slow because they don't have the production or manpower because of those reasons, or they could be.
Hey, Mars Toys was Saturn Toys last week, so it can happen. Like, they change names all the time.
Exactly.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess it just really, we're just gonna have to take a wait and see approach on
Yeah,
that,
bro.
man. Because
Maybe.
it is true. I mean, Disney and Warner Brothers are now starting. Whether or not it's gonna be successful,
that name.
Oh my god.
No, that was me back in April.
Toy, come on, what the man?
Yo.
All right. On that note, he's not wrong.
Yeah,
No, he's not. He's not.
Comment.
That's
of the
fucking
year.
hilarious.
Yeah, bro, that's
Look,
funny.
guys, we're gonna wrap, but I will say this, that Disney and Warner Brothers are starting to try to make more of a task force of sorts to kind of crack down on things, because it was kind of free reign during the whole fucking 2019 era when the fucking vid hit and things got so they're aware of things, but who knows,
bro.
they'll spring up again. It's kind of like it's like the drug war.
You learn.
You know, you can do some raids and they pop up somewhere else. I mean, so it's just
that's
how
the
it
thing is no matter how many times they do, you know, how many times something like that does happen, again, all you have to do, just like again, like a lot of these companies that file Chapter 11, they come back under a different name, bro. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? You're protecting your asset a different way.
I'm rooting for you, So Toys, my little toy cartel. Y'all better drop this stuff. I need Storm from y'all.
Exactly.
Stop playing.
Bro. Exactly, bro.
Man.
Exactly, bro. Come on, stop playing because that again, that rogue. Whew,
well, yeah, man.
oh,
yeah, she's pretty nice, man.
Thick
Rogue and
'em.
Gambit.
I'm like, they put a
Actually got my
little thighs
Gambit
on them. I'm
right.
like, man, she eating some ham hocks, some greens,
bro.
chicken.
I don't know why my Gambit's like right here, but yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
that Gambit too, bro.
they did a good job, man.
He's nice.
Bro.
They did a really good job. So
Look at Jay's face.
what? Do you? What's wrong, Jay?
Look at Jay.
Have you not seen this figure, bro?
Actually, he's
What?
right over there.
Oh, word? You still
Yeah.
got him?
You still got,
He's
oh,
still on deck. He's still
What
on
about
deck.
Rogue?
And it's still for sale.
But
Still
then
for
what's
sale.
why the long face
It's
then?
still for sale.
Word.
No, I
word.
can tell you it's good. That Gambit is good.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
good. He's
still
he's
for
good.
But still for sale.
Mhm.
But
Because we were talking about the
man.
figures and Jay was like, yeah, shit.
I know, man. Looking, I'm kind of a toy box on that one, man. I don't know yet because I really do like Mondo's animated line,
yeah.
so it's gonna be a tough one, dude. It's gonna be a tough one. I don't mind Mondo's style when it comes to the animated series. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, man. Mondo has
guys, I'm gonna wrap, man. I gotta get up. I gotta eat, man. I know
No
you
doubt,
guys are
no
East
doubt.
Coast. You know,
No
some
doubt.
of you Christians across the fucking world. So I appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna do a
Christian,
quick.
where are you right now, bro?
I'm at Toys One. No. I'm in South Korea.
He had me in the whole game, not the first half, the whole game.
Yeah.
Christian the pimp.
I
I ain't no pimp. You a pimp.
Yo, that is drama, bro. Drama.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Yeah, that's funny,
Nice,
man.
nice.
Well, Christian, well, let me just bounce with you guys, man. Christian, of course, man, it's cool having you on again, bro. Getting to shoot the shit with us, share your thoughts, your collection journey.
Mhm.
You've been hanging out though, man. You're on LWO. You've got show with Joel now. Where can people find you, man? I mean, you're out there now.
Find me. Oh yeah, I mean, every Thursday with Big Brother Joel, we do collection night, and every Friday we do LWO. You can find me there also. We do have a lot of fun. Yesterday got a little hectic. 5-hour stream. Jesus. But, yeah, it was fun.
Insane.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is fun, man. It is fun. And of course, in the Discord, you can always find Christian.
Of course. And thanks for having me today also, and meeting everybody here. Great as always.
Hell yeah, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, my friend.
I'm a little
Yes, my
self-conscious.
friend.
I'm a little self-conscious right now about my display, so I'm just looking over there.
What?
I gotta touch some shit up now.
From
Now I gotta touch
Detail
some
God?
shit.
No.
I gotta go back. I'm looking like, man, this my shit though.
Hell yeah.
so-
Nah.
Well, Joseph, you'll
Hey.
probably have to connect with Jay.
Hit me up on Instagram. We'll work something out, brother. I got you.
Yeah,
I got
hit him
For
up.
sale.
you. I got you.
As Bob says, Christian can go strong for hours and hours. We'll
Bob,
leave it at
phrasing.
That's funny, man. Late bloomer, my man, dude. It was cool to have you on with us, bro.
Correction, Hobie Brown.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Thank you so much, Mafia, the rest of the panel. I love you guys. I got a really deep appreciation for what you guys
Appreciate,
do.
man.
And your place in this overall just universe, not only just in collecting in our 1/6 scale. Where you can find me, you can find me on my Instagram page at Late Bloomer, of course. Every time I get in a figure, I'm posting them. I like to take like first day at school photos, if you will, or school ID photos.
Like that.
So that's kind of where my theme is right now. But in the future, I'm just looking to go more cinematic and the high end stuff. So please go give me a follow if you like 6 scale photography. You will also catch me almost religiously Figure Flex Friday, baby. You will always catch me in there, dropping in some of my stuff, supporting Lael, supporting Lumi, our brother, Crazy Lou.
Local Lou, yeah, bro.
Local Lou. So I love him. I love you guys. So you can always catch me there as well. And additionally, you can catch me in the Discord with a bunch of other crazy guys talking about figures and joking it up. So please, if you ever have any questions for me, reach out. I'm always an open book. Just thank you guys for the opportunity.
Of course, brother. Of course.
Yeah,
and if you guys are watching this on the replay, I will put Late Bloomer's Instagram in the description below. You guys check him out. And thank you, Bob, for posting it in the live chat right now, guys. You guys want to go hit him up, give him a follow, man. And yeah, Leo, what's up, man? Thanks for coming, man.
Oh man, thank you for having me as always, bro. Sorry I was late, but I had to play daddy duty while my 24-year-old came over to visit. It's always a pleasure to have her here. She watches everybody's show. Like definitely that. And again, that's just who she is. Like she's a geek, just like her old man. Like definitely. Speaking of One Piece, I know I'm gonna probably have to get this for her because she is a super fan of One Piece, always has been, and she kind of put that bug in my ear. So yeah, but definitely, thank you for having me here. Again, on my way to 4,000 subscribers. I think we're at 3,820, I believe, or 23 or 33. So we are almost there. We'll actually be hitting 4,000 subscribers soon. So I appreciate everybody's love constantly. What do we got? We got Collectors Lounge International tomorrow. Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday. We'll be, kind of diving in on those color pages again. Support your local brick and mortar. Make sure you do that. What do we got on Wednesday? Say What Wednesday. Definitely you'll see me, Jay. Occasionally you see Mafia pop in every now and then when he's not busy. But this week we're going to have, all right, listen. So Jay, you know what we do, bro, and how we do this. You know how this happens, bro.
Yep.
So when I'm popping on other people's shows and I see other individuals who I haven't streamed yet, there's always an open door, an open invite. So Christian, Late Bloomer, whenever you guys want to pop over to Say What Wednesday, let me know. But here's the kick. Here's the thing. Once you're in, it's hard to get out. Just letting you know right now. Once you're in, it's hard to get out. So you might get some requests sent your way, even if you're not even supposed to be on. It's not saying you have to jump in, but it's just letting you know it's hard for you.
It's not wrong
to get the hell.
Hey, out. I'm in the 6-scale Mafia, bro. This is Mafia with a capital M. So I'm already blooded.
Exactly, right. So that's just how it works. But again, thank you guys for what you do, everybody out there in the chat, man. I mean, it's just always an incredible experience when we do collect. Again, we got Uncivilized Scoundrels on Wednesday. We'll be talking about Star Wars as always. And on, of course, Friday, Figure Flex Friday, each and every Friday. This is the count. Actually, this is the week. Next week is the week, the final day. This is basically when we announce the winners for that Mace Windu or that $100 gift card for from Sideshow. So we announce those winners. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a huge week. So, and then on top of that, both me, Lou, and Lumi are gonna actually pull our FFF collector's card, which means we select somebody randomly and throw them in on the wheel. So definitely. So just again, everybody has an advantage. So make sure that you actually watch. So yeah, appreciate it, and thanks for having me as always. Love everybody out there in the chat, man. Keep this community going. And on top of that,
awesome.
Yeah, bro. And Mafia, I have to say, bro, that video I sent you, and I'll send it to everybody else who wants me to send it to them. I send it to you for a reason. Of the dude that said, Macho Man, you sound just like him, bro. You sound just like him, bro.
I'll fucking take
it. Bro. That shit was so fucking funny. But yeah, thanks for having me, man. As always, bro.
Of course, man. Well, what are you doing your show tomorrow morning or
tomorrow 12? Yeah, so it'd be 12 o'clock Eastern,
morning for me.
12 p.m., but it'd be morning for you. So yeah, we'll do Collectors Lounge. We didn't do it last week because I was in Brooklyn, but we'll do basically this week. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have some talks. We'll talk about anything random.
Awesome. Yeah. Guys, if you haven't already, go join Figure Flex Friday too, the Facebook group, because man, that's always awesome, man. It's so cool what you guys are doing over there, man, for the community. The community. Everybody's just putting in their photos, man, and showing off the creativity, and that is shit, man.
It is. It's so much fun to see everybody's work, and Hobie Brown is always in there too. So
Yes.
You
always catch me in there.
Hell yeah, dude. And obviously, last but certainly not least, man, my brother Jay. How you doing, man?
Oh my
Space
God.
Pimp.
The space.
Space Pimp.
Guys, thank you so much, man. Always good to be here with the family, man. Great show tonight, man. Love being on this panel. Love every one of y'all and everybody that's out there watching this, man. You guys are awesome. We do this shit for y'all. We really do. I mean, it's no y'all. It's no us without y'all. And I know we always say that, but we mean that shit. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Love doing this. It makes it even sweeter collecting, just being in
Yes,
this
it does. Yes, it does.
Absolutely. What I got going on? Oh shit. New thing we started. That's Sunday service. We kind of moved Good Morning Grails from Tuesday to the weekend because it was getting a little crazy doing that throughout the week. So we moved Good Morning Grails to Sunday, and we call it Sunday service 8 a.m. in the morning. We're not gonna do one this week, but I will be releasing my collection tour. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow morning. We'll be doing a mini collection tour, showing off everything. It's been a long time. My last collection tour was like early in the year. I think it was like January, and the collection has changed so damn much. So that's definitely going to be great. Then, of course, next week, if anything drops next week, we'll still do our like little morning videos of seeing what comes out and everything like that. But best of the best next week, absolutely. Last week's episode was great. Next week's episode is going to be good as we approach 100. Got something big coming up for the 100 episode of Best of the Best. We're still kind of away. We're at like 77 next week. So we got a couple more episodes until we get to that 100. But 100 is going to be huge. That's going to be a huge episode.
Shit, you got me thinking now, man. This is 98.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you guys got a couple shows.
2 weeks.
Ooh,
You gotta do something big. We gotta do something, bro.
Yeah, a couple of you guys got a couple shows that are about to hit the 100 mark, or literally going into.
Well, we might do like a crazy big panel.
I have
for the
no
100,
idea, bro. Toy has to remind me when shit comes up because I don't look at the episodes. I don't keep track of episodes.
You're probably well over 100 now.
Yeah, I forget too, man. So I guess I'll be doing something in 2 Saturdays from when is that shit?
Yeah.
What is today?
You were at 90 something a couple of
that would be September 16th.
All right, so I got to think about that. I got to think
September
about what we're gonna do for
16th, really?
Huh? I'm sorry.
Oh no, because that's my birthday.
On the 16th?
Yeah.
Oh well, then you can come hang out with us on the 16th, man.
Yeah, wow. Happy early birthday, brother.
Right.
So how cool would that be?
Crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess as far as me, man, Tuesday, I think this Tuesday I should have Shiloh on from New Wave Toys again. We're gonna be talking about the arcades, upcoming announcements. I can't say that anymore. And
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was dope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we watched it in
You're
Discord,
right. You're
this
right.
season, Mandalore. Yeah.
I can no longer say it. It is officially canceled. On
I really like the ending.
Your channel.
What kind of scenario could happen there when Vader's out in the snow? And
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, those are great 4 episodes, man. The music too was amazing.
Hell
So,
yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Darth Maul.
I digress. We should have New Waves Toys on this Tuesday, so that'll be fun. We're gonna talk about the new arcades he dropped, Berserk and Coke machines coming out to BMXs. Lots of cool stuff, man. It was fun having him on last time. And I've got a few reviews coming out. So
especially that big guy behind you, right? That hunk of junk.
Yeah. So my Fennec Shan review's coming out, the In-Art Joker review's coming out, Falcon Cockpit review's coming out, and the 66 Batmobile shall be
4K
very soon
blast.
now. Yeah, it is all 4K.
4K
man.
blast.
It's gonna be called the 4K blast. So you guys stay tuned for that, man. That's gonna be fun. Rebels is next, baby. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, we gotta go because I gotta eat. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. If I like Ahsoka from start to end and I'm satisfied with it, we've talked about this before. I'm gonna go back and then watch Rebels because I'll treat it like a prequel and be like, wow, I like this show. I like these characters. Let's see kind of where they started. I'm okay
Rebels
with that. So,
was definitely
Rebels
great, bro. It's good. It's definitely
and
good.
I am digging the show. It's pretty good. The last episode kind of, I don't know if I was falling off a little bit, but maybe because I'm not too familiar with Rebels, but I mean, I'm still in. I'm not out. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I look forward to.
Did you
sticking
know
through it,
before
man.
we leave, did you know Thrawn was in Rebels?
I did know that because that's what tripped me so hard, bro. I was like, how the fuck do all these people know about Thrawn? Because I know him from '91, man. Every
Right,
time
from
yeah,
the
bro.
novel.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I seen all these people talk about Thrawn this, Thrawn. I was like, how the fuck do people know? I'm like,
Everybody know about
motherfuckers read-
Thrawn, bro.
Only
Yeah.
us old heads were reading Heir of the Empire, so I was like, and then people were like, "Oh no, he's in Rebels." I'm like,
yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat saying Rebels is awesome. So we'll probably hit that, dude. So hey guys, we are out of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I think it's Labor Day too, right? So happy 3-day if you're in the States. Celebrate with friends and family, man, and stay safe out there. And see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.